What is going on, everybody? What the fuck? This is Nick Bocklage. I'm your host, WTF Show, winning the flex. Happy Saturday. We have a lot to talk about when it comes to preseason. Gonna be getting to a couple Huskies today, and obviously talk a bunch of football, like always. I am brought with some special guests. I got my boy Sean, FF, and then Zero Fucks. Been here multiple times. Great guest. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Doing great. Ready to win the flex.
You're doing good as well. Ready to win this Husky and just lock in and to get this JJ McCarthy value before he balls out against Houston, even though their defense is sick. But
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they're starting. They're not even. Are they even playing their starters?
I don't know.
I mean, on defense, but
For you said the Vikings?
I don't think the Texans are. The Texans playing their starters?
I'm going to look that up. It would be fun if it was Stroud and McCarthy because let's just say when it was Michigan, Ohio State didn't go so hot for CJ. But let me see if Stroud.
I'm just curious. I don't know what defense they're going to be running, but
I don't
so
either.
far, the defense has been so weak, dude. The defense, all the defense. I mean, they're running like basic ass concepts.
Zero, what's one takeaway from like? Maybe look, it's hard to have takeaways from preseason. You know, there's things that you should take away, things from, things you shouldn't. But for you, what's the one thing that you have took away from preseason action?
Well, there's a few takeaways I have, but there's also like some like draft strategy takeaways that are, I guess, kind of related. Though it was funny about Ted, like I saw him track that ball really well, and I was like impressed with that one catch over his shoulder,
Yeah.
away. And then he comes back like two plays later or whatever, and like bounced. Like I thought I was watching like Adonai Mitchell or Wick simulation when he just like drops the easy one. And I was just like,
Was
but
it
was
the,
like, all right.
the touchdown one or?
Yeah, he dropped the touchdown. Like,
Yeah.
but it like hit
Yeah.
off his hand. But it was like, but he makes the hard one. And it's like I don't know. That was kind of like one that I'm like, I don't know what to take away from that, because he made the hard one and he dropped the easy one. But it's like,
Oh, interesting. So you're not as hardcore because some people are going crazy the other way where it's like this guy is just goated.
That throw, I feel like he was like either a little late or was it the touch on the red zone? Right,
Yeah, where
off?
he's that slant and he's cutting through and it hits his hands, right?
Yeah.
yeah, no. But he looked like it's my bad, bro. It wasn't like it was not Bryce's fault. It was
No,
he's like, my
Bryce
bad.
Young actually looked really good. I mean, it's pretty, but like I like that throw that he did. I felt like that was just as a presence for like Bryce Young because the anticipation on it was just beautiful. He threw it only where Tech could get it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bryce was awesome. And the line looks pretty good too. They were protecting him. So
Yeah, he was moving
wheels
around
up
a
over
little
there.
bit. I did also have a takeaway of like, Henderson looked really good, but he looked how Hampton and Genty and all of them were supposed to look like that. So it's not like I want to chase Henderson up the board. I just feel more comfortable with my shares and drafting him because he looks like as advertised. And I want to be drafting players
What's
that
up,
people are
Bonsi?
kind of out on. People are kind of like out on some players right now. I want to be scooping the players that aren't hyped up in general. I don't want to be chasing necessarily Henderson necessarily, but
Like
Sean,
the preseason.
give me your take on Henderson before I get mine because I'm curious to see how you feel because I do feel like he's one of the Patriots. I think alone there were some takeaways, but I want to hear kind of your take on Henderson before I get mine.
He's gonna be efficient. This is I'm kind of mirrored the same with Zero. Like it was as expected, meaning that whenever the ball's in his hands, good things are going to happen. But Ramondre has a real role as the in between the tackles grinder. I was in an eliminator last night, and Ramondre went 86. So I think it's more of Ramondre higher than expectation. I don't see Henderson taking over. He does look awesome, though. There's always that scare that when you're drafting a rookie. So I'd probably bump him up like 4 or 5 spots, but there are some people like posting screenshots of taking him in the 3rd and 4th, and I'm just like, that's
too high for me. I have him at the 4-5 turn. I think that's fair. I think my take is Stevenson's going to get his role. Like he's going to get carries. Like we know that. I think he's a fine pick. I do worry a little bit about the fumbles and just I'm telling you, like last year watching, like he got benched for Antonio Gibson. Obviously, if he doesn't fumble, he keeps his job. He'll be fine. But I think the takeaway from Henderson was like we knew he was fast. Like the kick return, it was open. Like he didn't do much, but you like to see the speed.
For sure.
And there's two plays that stuck out. One was it was like a power or a toss, and he cuts left, and then like you see the acceleration. Just he gets the second level. It was a 16-yard carry, and then also in the receiving game, he looked really good. And he's just a violent player, which maybe is not great for him to stay healthy his whole career. But he reminds me of Kyrie Williams, but with juice, where his pass protection is already elite. He plays hard, and with rookies, it's like if he's gonna have the James White role from week one, we don't draft Henderson or these rookies where we think that they're gonna stay in the same role the whole year. Usually, they take on a larger role down the half where it counts. So if Henderson does have the receiving work and he's getting used in the running game a little bit, obviously Stevenson's probably gonna get more carries to start. But the chance of Henderson like being like not a workhorse, but there's a lot of outs where if Stevenson fumbles, if the pass protection is just terrible for Stevenson, or if Henderson's that good, or if the Patriots are just efficient, right? Like if they're just a better team, the O-line looked really good. Will Campbell's a dog. Will Campbell fucking plays after the whistle. He looks legit. I don't want to get too hyped, obviously, because
Vrabel's got the culture in a really good spot. I think it's more of like the team just looks good. Kyle Williams had flashes.
Yeah, but I agree with Zero where I was like, I'm not going to chase him up where I'm taking him over like certain tiers of players, but it's like I think when you look at the running backs, it's like he's fine if you want to take him over Connor, Kamara for me, and then like Walker. Like I think him and Walker, you could argue, but then like Cooks and like Hampton, like no,
it's too far.
Breece Hall is I think an interesting one where it's like I could see you do Henderson over Breece just because the offense will be better, and the Jets just maybe they don't like Hall, so like in a way maybe it's Hall is going too high. I don't know. Right now, gun to head, Breece Hall or Henderson this year.
That's like a good comp, honestly, for him just as a player. Ooh. I would have to go Hall because he's proven it, but it wouldn't be that surprising. Maybe it's a 2 out of 1 odds that Hall is better, but that's like a really good 1-to-1 comp for Henderson, where Hall isn't going to get all of the work necessarily, but the receiving talent, the toughness, the way to navigate blocks.
But I'm not sure where we're getting that the Jets don't like Breece. Like I don't understand that.
Well, I'll say this. I think I'm not saying maybe they don't like Breece, but the reports like Breece said it like himself, like yeah, like I'm not getting contract extensions. Like they don't like they're not like basically he said I need to show them that I'm their guy, and then the OC, has said that it's gonna be a committee. Braylon Allen's gonna be used as a Dave Montgomery, so maybe that's the wrong verbiage, but more like they just like the other guys so much, or maybe it's bullshit, but. There's been a lot of smoke that it's going to be a committee. Braylon Allen looks like a superstar. That he's running with the ones.
Even with all that, it's like, yeah, it's a committee, but most teams in the NFL are committee. Like Patriots are committee. It's not Henderson's show. It's Ramondre and Henderson, and a little bit of Gibson, right? So.
But it's also like last year, like Breece Hall was like he wasn't like a full-time player last year. So if it's any less than last year on a worse offense where they're not going to be going to the goal line as much, I do worry a little bit. And also there's a chance I do think Braylon Allen could, get more touches than Hall, not in the receiving game, but in the rushing game. And if that is the case, then it's like, well, I don't know. Like I like Hall in the fourth, so obviously I think I would still go Hall over Henderson because he's a specimen. He's like one of those guys that's just like, you want to draft. But I do worry a little bit about him. But in the fourth, I think he's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to get too carried away. If you have Henderson, like, dude, my teams with Henderson as my RB2 in like pick 68 looks great, man. But do I want him as my RB2 at pick 40. I don't know, maybe, but like I'm not like doing it at a high rate. Maybe like way less. Like I'm not saying I'm fading him if he goes higher, but taking him above Brees just feels like a little bit too cute. It's like a prisoner of the moment because like if we saw Brees against the Packers tonight and he looks good, then are we gonna take Brees above him now? It just keeps flip flopping based on what we saw. So every team's gonna say dude, we love Braylon, dude. Like every NFL team wants all their running backs to be good. They want 2 Breeses, they want 2 Hendersons, they want 2 Ramondres to they want all these good players, right? So they're not gonna hype their one guy up and put one guy down. They have no invested. They don't have bags. They have bags of all these guys. They're their guys. So I don't really look at it like that. It's negative coach speak just because the coach wants Braylon to be good. I want Braylon to be good if I'm a Jets fan or if I'm a Jets coach. Brees wants Braylon to be good to take some load off. Like
for sure, I think there's room for 2 good running backs in that room, and Braylon is still like a ridiculously low value. I understand. I'm still in on Brees. I think Travion has moved himself that. For me, before it was kind of like a Ken Walker, the Kamara, Connor were kind of like maybe a half a step ahead of him. Now it's like a really flat discussion between those guys.
That's fair. That's more fair. I would say like Henderson proved that he belongs to be in that conversation with those guys.
For
like
sure.
He might just come out the gate, hotter than we thought. We thought he would be like a late round or a late season push, but he might actually just get like 9 to 11 points some weeks. So I don't know, like over Kamara, even for me, is like it's a little.
I'm not there yet. I think it's just it's a little better offense, and like some of these older running backs do have injury risk. That's one of the little takeaways I have from the preseason is that I think the league is getting a little more physical in general, and that I feel like we'll see like a slight uptick in injuries because if people are hitting each other harder at some point.
Yeah, that's fair. I think
that's the only neutralizing factor. Kamara is a superior player. He's never finished below PPR 16. Like he's awesome. It's just you're 29, you could get hurt. That's the down on him. So
yeah. But the interesting is just like every player can get hurt. Like Henderson can get hurt with his physical play style. Like like the handcuff can get hurt before the starter in practice. Yeah. I was drafting last year Dameon Pierce and he was hurt every time Mixon was hurt, so I never even got to use him.
No, that's a good point. I think obviously when you're older, there's like significant data that supports like, certain ages, you're more likely to fall off, right? It happens every year, people are drafting Hopkins, obviously at some point when he was going 3rd, 4th round, turned to be a bust because age. RB is the same situation where it just happens, right? We're going to have 1 year where Kamara, he's 30 years old and, he just isn't the same player no more. And then Henderson, like it's interesting with Henderson and Kamara, where it's like, I'm fully in on Henderson over Kamara now because I am kind of going to take the shot where it's like, okay, like Henderson has a profile where next year we're drafting him in the 2nd round, like Bucky, like HN, starting now, Kamara is going to project more, but I think down the line, I think Henderson could be a league winner. I felt that before yesterday. Now, obviously, that could be wrong, but I'm kind of leaning also into possibly this could be a historic RB class. Who knows? But I don't think there's no wrong answer. It's obviously how you want to structure teams. If Kamara is your first RB, probably feels better, right, than Henderson. So it's a lot of game theory, and we won't know for a couple months.
It shows how deep RB is because Derrick Henry is older than Kamara. Obviously, it's a better offense, but in terms of the line, the Saints run block a bit better than the Ravens. It's just Lamar and Derrick Henry are so awesome and they score a ton of points, but there's also Keaton Mitchell there. So it just feels like that RB room from 1 to 21, 22 is so deep. I think that's kind of the conclusion I'm taking out of it is that like Kamara goes like 4 rounds after Henry.
Yeah.
And
if you don't want to get, if you don't want to go too crazy, we can just say Henderson belongs in the conversation with Kamara. We don't have to be like Kamara over Henderson, Henderson over Kamara. Let's just take both, bro.
Facts.
It's like always like one or the other. Like, let's just take both. They're both really good picks. Like they proved, like Henderson looks good, man. He looks like as expected. Kamara looked really good. He had like his best year last year, efficiency.
For the content, it's more fun to pick someone, but yeah, when you look in your bags are 9%, 8%. Like,
So I have 11% Kamara. So like I love Kamara. I think he's great, but it's just different now. Like
you got with Henderson. Oh, that Will Shipley is sharp. Hell yeah.
bro, that Will Shipley's been one of the easiest picks this year in my opinion. But no, it's good. It's a good
Sus told
point.
me to get him in Dynasty, or told me to get him in Dynasty, and now he's just sitting on my roster. I'm just like, I just looked at it today. I'm like, oh, I have Shipley. That's awesome. So,
Well,
Yeah,
can
he
we
looks
disagree?
good.
Can we disagree like Henderson and Kamara over Connor?
No, I'm Connor over Kamara. What about you? What about you, Sean?
ooh, it's close. Connor has more injury risk, but it's a more secure role. I
Well,
don't
he
believe
looked
the
he
Trey
looked
Benson
more
talk.
efficient
And
last year too, right? Like wasn't he
More
just a
more
better player?
secure.
yeah,
Were you saying more secure than Kamara, whose backup is Kendra Miller, flaky Kendra?
well, the Cardinals are projected to score 9th in points. I would wager the Saints are. It's close. It's definitely close. I would lean Connor just because of the offense. Yeah, you're right. The role is probably
It's
about the
it's
same.
interesting because Arizona has a better offense. Connor was more efficient. The only thing Kamara has is he'll catch more passes than Connor. And obviously Trey Benson you can look at more as a threat, but coach speak, is saying like the coach was like, yeah, no, Connor's our workhorse. So and then if you take away the injury thing from Zero's point, is like, yeah, everyone gets hurt. It's like, okay, do I want the RB who is on the better offense, more efficient, who's looked better, or the one on the worst offense? I don't know. I think both are in the same tier, but I do think I lean Connor for that reason.
I think Connor's efficiency as a rusher is better, but Kamara's efficiency as a passer is just really nice, man. Like I know people
It
say
is,
like
yeah.
It's hard.
people keep talking about like, oh, dude, you remember when he had like 10 catches for 40 yards? But it's not Kamara's fault. It's like he was just dumping it off when the play was dead. Dude, I've seen Kamara take a screen pass like 70 yards. Like it's not.
Oh, Kamara is one of the best receiving backs of all time. He's probably top 10, 15.
Yeah, dude, Kamara. It's so funny too. Kamara had he had his most rushing yards last year as well,
Crazy.
which they're gonna run him to they're gonna fucking just run him to the ground, and there is a slight chance that he could get traded. Like, would you guys be surprised if the Cowboys called by week 6 and be like, you know what, Jaden Blue sucks, Miles Sanders sucks, let's just
They should. If they're a good team, he's a great fit. I don't know the whole like blocking scheme type of deal, but in terms of a team that wants to just basically play spread, Kamara's like a perfect guy to have there.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, would I be surprised? I would be surprised, but I would take him at the 1-2 turn.
No, Chase Brown. That is blasphemous. Sorry. I just saw a comment.
Chase Brown, oh man,
Some guys had to pay the rate. It's fine.
that is true, right? If we say we like both, well, we won't even talk about anything for fantasy. Well, I think also, like, do you guys agree like the 5-6 turn, like the up running backs are just better than the receivers bets at that point?
Not really, because I like Olave a lot. I like Ricky Pearsall. I like all these guys.
Oh, we got fantasy stock exchange in there.
Oh, nice.
I guess
I can't see anyone else in the board. But
they changed the board where I don't know if you noticed, Zero, like, so have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I like that they added the numbers because at first it was just 1.6, but now it says 1.6 and 6 in the top corner, which is nice.
Oh, they do have that. Okay, nice.
That's better that way because I don't know who does it. It's like doing like metric system and imperial system.
Dude, it was tough when me and Sean were doing it. They didn't have the numbers on the top, did they?
No, they must.
But you can still scroll at the top though. You see where, like at the very top, like that little bar that you scroll, like above this, like
I'm done.
Like at the very top.
Are you talking about this right here?
Yeah, you can still see like the numbers there. So as it's going, you can still scroll to your next pick and see, but obviously it's not as convenient.
Yeah, but now it's convenient.
Like Sleeper, bro.
I love Sleeper. I like the faces. I feel like it's more of like a personal touch to drafting this way, which is pretty cool.
This is Husky.
Sure.
Yeah, this is so yeah, guys, we're doing a Husky 2 $40 entry, winning $50K.
6 is the best spot on the board.
We have pick 6.
We just take whoever out of
101 is the best spot on the board.
Well, I hope not, because like if it's just a Jamar Chase or go fuck
No.
yourself kind of situation. I really hope not. I hope it's a little more distributed out.
I think right now it's a really good time to.
Yeah,
Justin
Jefferson.
I think it's a good time for 101, man. Just because, right now Ladd is falling, JT's still falling. You can get Jacobs, you can get Kyron, you can get whoever you want. Like you can mix and match. You can get anyone you want from the 101, and you get Jamar Chase.
Interesting. I had Genty fall to 15 eliminator last night. That was interesting.
Oh, that's kind of crazy in the eliminator.
Yeah,
dude, I had a Saquon BTJ start in eliminator.
I do think
That's
that the
crazy.
1.1.
What was that, like 718?
It was, I think it was 6 and I think it was one of those, yeah. Because my neighbor got CMC and Puka.
Wow.
I do like the 1.1. It's easier now. At first, I still love the back end, but not as much because forever the back end it was so easy because you just take 2 stud receivers or RB, 3-4 turn. The elite quarterbacks would fall a little more, Kittle, whatever. 5-6 turn, take your favorite receiver RB. But the 7-8 turn has been fucking, for me, not as good. Where I used to get Emeka right here. Emeka, Golden will fall sometimes. Diggs will fall sometimes. Tony Pollard would fall sometimes. So like I would feel really solid about that. Now that's kind of flipped where the 8-4 turn is like nothing but hurt guys. Even Jaden Higgins gets pulled up before then. So it's like, okay, you want to say Cooper Kupp, Michael Pittman. So yeah, I do like the 1.1 more now than I did early in the offseason.
It changed because it was originally I liked the 101, and then the back got better because I think people got smarter with their ordering. Because HN used to fall, bro. Like I think people literally got Jamar and HN before. Because
not often, but a few times probably.
Yeah.
We're on the clock.
Brown's gone.
I think AJ
Brown.
Yeah.
That's
not loud.
I feel like AJ's just so talented. He just breaks the yards for a route run and whatever scenario it is. Going around through.
It's just great.
I hope so.
We'll see. Chase Brown going 2.6 is interesting.
Oh, Chase Brown's gonna just continue to once the casuals come in even more, which they should be here already. Like I've seen him go 2-4.
Draft even more. Maybe I'll max BBM in just August.
Yeah.
Dude, AJ Brown on the Bengals would be like beyond 101.
He'd be right here.
No, he'd be 101. Like you put in Neighbors in the same spot, 101. AJ Brown with Burrow, 101.
Which Chase still there or not that you're saying?
No, if they switch teams.
Yeah, for sure. Agreed. Honestly, like Neighbors, Nico, Brown, JJ, like.
Yeah, it's a volume issue. Because the Bengals throw it so much, especially near the end zone. Like Chase and T. Higgins were like in the top 5 of end zone targets.
Yeah, I feel you, Lunsky, on that.
No, anytime you can get the wide receiver on a 300 passing attempt offense, you got to do it in the second round.
Yeah,
they'll pass more. They were so good last year.
Who you guys talking about?
AJ Brown.
Brown. That Jalen Hurts had such low attempts, but
it was. I did a stats on this where they had the lowest pass percent in the NFL in the last 15 years. Like with all NFL teams, which is
I just
crazy,
don't think that'll sustain. I think that'll even out a bit.
It should, right? The defense could get a little weaker. Maybe there's injuries. Obviously, if they are in closer matchups. AJ Brown averaged 5.5 targets in the first half of NFL games, and then only 2.5 in the second half.
Crazy.
They were just dominant, but that's always kind of been their story since AJ Brown's been there. We're up in 1 pick, by the way. Okay, so
are you guys?
I'm off Hill at this price. I'm okay with it, but.
What pick are we at?
Pick 30, 10 seconds.
Yeah, I'm cool with Marv or Jason.
Yeah, Marv's cool.
Probably Jason's better, but
I like both. Let's do a Marv just because I think Marv like fits the AJ Brown mode of just they both look jack as fuck. But
actually. No, you're right because they both have really good matchups. Like Bengals defense is trash. Panthers defense, bro, made Shedeur look good or decent. Like he was scrambling on him.
Been saying all offseason, this Panthers defense is going to be bad, but the Bengals are going to be even worse.
They're so bad too, man. Like they got cooked by.
Oh, they took Garrett Wilson again. Interesting.
Shadur was out there slinging that pill, bro.
Slinging
And,
that- slinging
I mean,
that
he didn't
cock.
even look good. He didn't even look good, but it was just funny. Like it was just working. Whatever he did was
Facts.
working, bro. Like,
It did, man. I've come more around where it's like I like the elite tight ends and quarterbacks and RBs, but like I'll mix in Harrison and Jason more because those are
No.
probably my two favorite receivers compared to like Adams, Hill. Like Hill, how are you guys feeling about him? Are you guys off him right now with everything or?
well, he has a oblique injury, which is not.
It's definitely
great.
nerve-wracking. So he's super talented though. So it's just a scary situation because he has such downside risk. It's like actually
And the
ridiculous.
environment seems to be the same where it's like I have a hard time seeing them run the offense they did 2 years ago. I think it's gonna be more like last year. But I don't know.
So
If
No.
the Tyreek Hill crash out happens, then Waddle is like super lit at price.
Facts.
let's see what we got.
So Jaden's falling a little bit. We can do Hurts.
I would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurts probably for this team.
Yeah,
right?
let's do.
Let's do
Hurts. Actually, we
Hurts.
could do James Cook too. Interesting.
I like
Well, actually, Hurts stack is probably better though.
Yeah,
I like both.
I would say Hurts and then hit the like
Just
hit that.
It's
We
like
do
a little week
15.
17. Yeah,
Cook?
let's do Hurts. Let's do Hurts.
okay. I like both. I think because I do like taking at least one RB coming up, but
Week
Hurts and
17
AJ.
correlation, dude.
Cooks and Brown week 17 correlation as well.
But you know what? But actually, Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown are week 17 correlation and season long correlation. So we got to take that tiebreaker.
Yeah, I mean Barkley gets
man.
hurt, dude. If we knew Barkley wasn't gonna miss all year,
It's just the schedule for the Eagles just has to get harder. Like they were just blowing out teams like crazy, and they had faced a lot of easy competition leading up to the playoffs. And then that zone of running backs is coming up. I think we could try to get hopefully two.
I mean, we're talking about AJ Brown like he's a handcuff or something, bro. Like, oh man, if Saquon goes down, bro, like AJ Brown wheels up. But
No,
I think he's gonna have his spike weeks regardless. So.
Well, no, I'm saying like if Barkley did go down, like AJ Brown, like the passing game would be through the roof because they would need a pass more.
Yeah.
Like so that there's a potential out for that as well. Like AJ Brown's a great pick where he goes now, but like if there was like the defense gets where it's closer games, hurt Barkley, like that's where I think AJ Brown just feels good. Hurts feels good too. Like I love Hurts. I need to get more of him.
Dude, we could double stack him with Devontae.
I'd be down for that. I do think we should.
I know
get
it's
an
a little.
RB
It's a
too.
little.
I feel like we got to get two running backs, or at least one of these four. You know, this.
I'm cool with
this.
I'm cool
I
with
don't like that Rico fucking played in the first snaps with Chuba.
It's gonna be a 60-40 split. No one.
That worries me a little bit.
Rico's the best receiving back on the roster.
Why don't we do James Conner because we have Marv? We could do a little
I like that.
Cardinals bet without the quarterback.
For
'cause
sure.
Kyler sucks.
I'm excited to see the
We could
Jags
do
play
Travis
today.
too. Actually, Travis. At this
Travis
point
is
pretty
kinda fun,
intriguing.
Yeah,
But this is a little. It's a little.
We're
Well,
gonna
the-
burn our running back.
I'll say this: let's
see.
do RB because we're gonna like the receivers more than RBs here. I think.
Dude,
I mean,
dude,
personally, I
we
do.
get Chris Olave back, dude. Next week.
I fucking hate. Oh, okay, Connor.
I feel like
Yes,
it's got to
Hunter.
be Connor.
Connor Hunter.
Yeah, Connor.
Connor over Chuba.
Yeah, because
I
he
hate-
has a 3-down skill set, which is
Yeah,
the problem.
and the correlation. Let's look. We're betting on the Arizona Cardinals.
No, we're just betting
Oh.
on Connor and Marv. I'm not betting on the Cardinals. Cardinals.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
I'll tell you
you
one
are
thing
betting on
about
the
what you
Cardinals.
said about they're projected for the top 9 offense. I don't care about projections. Projections are meaningless at the like the.
Yeah, but
Okay,
Vegas
this
is
is-
pretty smart. Like I'm
Talking
not saying
to an analytical guy, Sean.
It-
Don't let him disrespect you like that.
No, I'm that's not what I mean. I just mean like it's an edge to find out where it's slightly too high. Maybe they're like the 15th.
you don't want to worship it, but it's also like directionally right.
Yeah,
It's not-
directionally it is right.
It's not like, oh, they will be number 9. It's like, okay, this is a pretty good offense.
It's better than the Saints for sure. That's directionally accurate, but I don't think they're going to be anywhere close to top 9, dude. I think maybe like top 15 would be like a good season.
But why not though? Like, what changed from last year?
Were they a top 9 offense last year?
Sean, were they top 9 offense? You tell us.
They
Were
I
weren't.
actually don't.
I mean,
I actually
they
don't know
weren't.
that. It
I think
definitely
they'll
was
be just
not.
as good. They'll be better than they were last year, but they were pretty bad last year. Like they weren't good last year.
Were they? I'll check. Well, real quick,
I could, yeah.
Kamara will be a smash.
I'm cool with Kamara. What's by ADP?
Rome, Ricky.
Yeah.
Wait, what do we have on our team? Who's our?
We have
Okay.
3 receivers, but it seems like a receiver part of the board. I think it would be rich to take Swift or
Probably Ricky for me.
Yeah, Ricky. I think.
yeah,
for
Rome
me-
or Ricky's fine. I have a lot of Rome, so I'm at least gone anyway.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is.
that's
I'm fine with Ricky.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do Ricky, man. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna look up what the Cardinals were last year.
They were number
Right,
11
right.
last year in offense. Well, in yards per game. So 11 yards per
I
game.
want to see score. No, I want to see scoring. I don't care about yards.
Check scoring.
Okay, points per game. They were. Where the hell are they?
DT Miners taking.
Oh, I
0
see them.
wide
They
receivers
had
this season.
23 point. They scored 23.5 points a game, which is
That's actually good. That's
they were
solid.
12th. They were 12th last year.
That's
It's
solid.
still like pretty good. That's a fair
Oh.
I think
estimate. Say they're the
projected-
same.
No, but to say that they're ninth, but like there's a bunch of teams that were hurt last year. They're probably not going to be fully hurt also. So like, I don't know like why we should project them to be better than last year.
Well, also like it's like the difference between 9th and like let's say they regress to like 14th or 15th. It's not that huge of a deal, right? Like directionally, like they should be a above average offense. Like unless there's like injuries or whatnot.
And okay, and the Saints are playing in the worst defensive division in football, which is like even if they lose a bunch of games, I don't think that it necessarily caps their fantasy score.
I think, man, the Saints are just a shit show where I think Derek Carr is significantly better than all the quarterbacks they have right now.
Yeah, they're rough.
And you know what? I love Chris Olave. I have a lot of him. I think he's super talented, but it's just I don't know. Like it's just the Saints are just a fire fucking shit show that I'll draft Olave, I'll draft Kamara, but you don't feel good about it. You just hope and pray.
I feel great about it personally. I don't feel that great about drafting I don't feel that much better about James Conner.
I would feel like running
cool
back
with
now that Golden's
yeah.
gone.
Pollard, for
Pollard,
sure.
I think
Or
would be
Aaron.
great.
What's the Aaron Jones blurb, by the way? There's a little blurb on it.
Pollard or Jones
Not
is
let it
slowly
play.
full.
Let's do
I like-
Pollard, but I
like
don't care that he is a teammate with JJ. Pollard's is probably better right now. His competition is weaker, I think.
Either
Tajay
is
is weaker
fine.
than Jordan Mason. They keep saying like Pollard, oh bro, we're gonna do a split 50-50, and then it's like 95 Pollard. and 5%
Pollard's a pure
Steele.
runner. Tajay is exciting. So I kind of just want both of them at their price. It's more of a Cam Ward. The offense will just be a little bit better bet. And I do like Aaron Jones. He does get hurt a lot. It was the first year in a while he didn't technically miss a whole game, so that might edge Pollard for me
Yeah,
between those two.
he's like 1 year younger, bro. It's like 29 versus 30, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
Aaron Jones has missed time in basically every season he's played.
Pollard is sneaky old though, bro. He's been in the league so long, and I still think of him like, man, he's just this young guy behind Zeke.
I know. He's kind of fresh though because he didn't play a ton early on.
Yeah.
So but you're right though. Like Tony Pollard, I remember looking. He's like, oh, this dude's like 29 already or 28. It's a little surprising. I think also like Mason. Like if Mason is the goal line back, I mean Jones didn't have many touchdowns last year, did he?
I think the problem is like
He was
there's no
so
such
bad
thing
at
as,
the
like,
goal line. He had opportunities, but he was not good.
He's
at
just
the
so
goal line.
bad.
There's no such thing as like the goal line back. Like they rotate like it's not like even if Mason's the goal line back, Aaron Jones still gonna get goal line carries, right? It's not like, oh yeah,
I mean,
I don't think so. With this one, Jones was particularly bad.
Yeah.
Some guys are just particularly bad.
Well, the
I get
coach
it in
said that
most
they have certain
in these
roles.
Montgomery Gibbs situations. It's a little more balanced. But
no, I just mean in general. But
In general, yeah, yes, for sure. Okay,
I'm cool with
Hawkins,
one of those two for sure.
I would
We
say
can
Hawkins.
I was- I
Just
would
'cause of the
say
I like our receivers. I think we took 3 in a row. Hawk with the correlation. I like. I'm fine with Higgins as well.
I would say
Yeah,
Hawkinson.
for me, it's about close. It's close for me. I don't really.
Because we have
But
good
you get-
receivers. I would say that
Yeah, Hawk. Okay.
Higgins in Eliminator is such a robbery. It's insane. He goes I got him 106 last night.
Dude, Eliminator. I got him at like 140s early on.
It's insane.
He's a starter, bro. He's listed as a starter. I mean, he's starting, obviously. But, no, I mean that. Like, I don't care, man. If a rookie, it's not about week one brain, but if a rookie's a starter week one, that's sick, dude.
That's why I drafted a lot of. Yeah, like in the Eliminator, like I was like, okay, I don't care if Golden's a rookie, like him in like the hundreds as a starter, like I'm gonna take the chance on that.
Yeah, no, but Virgins were drafting Luther Burden over Higgins as if like Luther Burden has any chance of starting, and they're gonna be running so much like 12 personnel, right? So like Burden's gonna be kind of like trying to earn a role, whereas Higgins he's gonna be plopped in with Kirk.
Higgins is definitely better for Eliminator. Now I think Burden will be fine eventually, but yeah, Higgins is like locked in as the 2. It looks like.
But I don't know why Virgins were like stuck on player takes because like Higgins went ahead of him in the draft and has a cleaner path. Like if Burden had a cleaner path, but he has like 2 studs ahead of him, which is like kind of a problem.
It's true.
It's interesting because I think people are projecting Luther to be like the slot demon guy for Ben Johnson, which it looks like that's not going to be the case. It's still live, but I don't think it's as bullish.
Yeah.
Quarter. I mean, man, we can take a second tight end here.
What about
I'm cool with the wide receiver.
What about like Mooney or Cup?
Yeah, I'm cool.
It's kind of like a luxury.
I would probably be Cup.
Cup's fine. Yeah.
Cup as a fifth.
He has a really easy matchup against the Panthers. Like, dude, like if he lasts until week 17, like he's gonna cook that defense, dude.
I'm fine with Cup here. 5th receiver.
Yeah, and I'm cool with that.
And we were talking about like receiver 2s, like Cooper Kupp is the legit receiver 2 on this offense.
Easily.
Dude, we don't even know like who Darnold's gonna prefer. That like because Darnold didn't even play like no one played it in the preseason. What if Darnold just prefers Kupp more, but like Jason still outproduces him? It's not.
Or
that
it could
great.
be closer to 50-50. That's a smash at price.
Yeah, last year we were taking Cooper, or people were taking Cooper Kupp at the 2-3 turn.
Lumsky with Drake May.
Drake May.
Shout out Lumsky.
Watch a couple shows, seen a couple glazes. Even though everybody got to be in on Drake at this point.
Get it now before he goes near fucking. Nah, he's not even going too much higher. But let's go. This is an interesting team, and we have a 1-2-5-1 build. Really balanced. Obviously, we got to pound some RBs later, but with the given information that we have now, like if it does feel better to take some of these RBs later that we have some information on.
Yeah.
Then earlier in the offseason.
Yeah, it's that range of like Warren, Kraft, Loveland, and Njoku. We also have Jefferson and Hawkinson that would, put JJ McCarthy in that discussion.
Next pick, I think we take running back or tight end, and then we could loop around for JJ maybe. It would be fun to take like Loveland because
as a talent, he's just so Lumsky's watching, but definitely don't take him. Don't take him.
Or Warren. I'd be cool with Warren too. Warren. I feel like Warren is just the safest pass catcher to have a role guaranteed, regardless of the quarterback situation. Like he feels kind of Brock Bowers-esque. Obviously not talented.
Either's fine, and I have like gross amounts of Colts and Loveland, so
I'm cool with either.
I gotta settle down.
Let's do Warren. I think like worst case, if JJ goes, then we still have Darnold out, and Darnold might put up 30 against that Panthers defense, bro. And we can just get Torrey Horton.
I've seen Warren also go early in drafts. Like the last 2 drafts, he's gone in the early hundreds.
Sorry, that was me. He looks good, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he looks really good. He does. Like he's a fun player, man. And I think
that's why I don't have a lot of Kraft. Because like, dude, I'm not gonna take Kraft over this guy. And Kraft was going ahead of this guy.
Interesting. As a Packers guy, how do you feel about Kraft? He's a little lower on him. He's just kind of whatever.
No, I did just in the range, like because it was like Kraft is going like 115 to 120, and I was getting Warren and Loveland in like the 130s, 140s.
I remember that when you could take him like in that 132, 133 pocket and just click him and Love. Like
I like
those,
taking
those are good
both.
days.
Yeah, I
For me,
remember.
I'm open to craft, but it's just like, dude, like I'd rather bet on a better prospect that has less competition. Like I think
Yeah,
Warren has
I
less
feel you.
competition
It
than
seems like the generational wealth range. I just like them all.
I like them all too. I think you should be overweight on all the tight ends there because, like I think the highest touchdown upside Kraft has, in my opinion, because of the offense and scored 7 touchdowns last year.
I think
Um,
Njoku has sneaky touchdown upside.
Yeah, like
There we go. It's Kraft and Love are
Yeah,
now on
Kraft
the
and
other
Love
side
go.
of the board.
And like the tight ends here are just like much better than the receivers and RBs, in my opinion, in the range. Like I like some of these guys.
It's like the 1C range for sure.
Yeah, let's lock up JJ.
This guy has 2 quarterbacks already, so if you took JJ,
Well, he has gold horn, so he's probably gonna take a third.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
JJ.
all day.
Yeah, this is a really fun team.
Now we're done at tight end, and we're done at quarterback.
Yeah, and
now we can take Najee Harris at pick 170.
Or take Quinshon Judkins at 200.
200, bro.
I'm down.
Great.
Have Steven too. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, little double stack.
Oh, he took Ramondre. Ramondre's amazing value. I know you hate him because when it's your team and he fumbles, you just hate him. Like I get it.
It's just I don't hate Ramondre. I think Ramondre is a good pick. I do. I just like I said, I think he's a solid pick.
Ray Davis is interesting. He looked okay in the game today. Nothing special, but when you're a Buffalo Bill, it doesn't matter. And we'll see what happens with James Cook. Maybe he's the guy the Cowboys trade for. I don't know if I'd go that far for a contending team to let a running back go. But it's at least I feel like I need to be at least replacement level, because if Ray Davis is just handed a starting job, that's like really wheels up. I don't know if he'll make it, but
I mean, we have the correlation with the Eagles, which is cool. He goes.
Did Tank go? And
yeah, Tank went. Kyle Williams looks very good on tape. We do Samson. Palmer as a week 17.
Oh, Palmer's nice.
I like Rashad.
White.
We kind of need a running back too.
I like Braden Allen too. I'd be fine.
Yeah. That's a good one too. I think we might get 2 of them.
We could go Braylon. Did you want to go Braylon first?
Dude, why would you take the guy with higher ADP first?
Well, I prefer Braylon straight up, but Rashad White, you cool with that, Sean?
That's fine. It's good offense.
I mean, I don't think he's like. I know he's steaming up, but
one of the better receiving backs in the NFL. You could argue he's the best receiving back in the NFL. We'll see with the role. I am worried about him with that, but
me too. But
as a pure talent,
as a running back 3, you kind of I don't know, man. As running back 3, it kind of feels a little bit better.
It's a contingent bet, right? I mean, it's good offense. He's gonna have a role, and if Bucky did go out, like Rashad White would definitely he could see 7-8 targets, a game, get some run with the carries too. So
out of players that could consolidate touches if the team needs them to, Rashad can handle 30 touches a game if needed. Doesn't mean he's gonna be efficient, but I'm just saying there's a lot of running backs that can't even handle 15 touches. So.
Yeah, and he's proven it. He's shown that he could be a workhorse, even though he's not good. Running the ball, he's shown that he can handle a workload.
Most running backs that aren't Hall of Fame talents or generational can't handle a high workload with efficiency though. That's not, the only players that we've seen it recently was Derrick Henry, Saquon, Josh Jacobs. Those are premier talents. You can't expect
I get it. That's a really big argument amongst
He's been one of the worst efficient RBs in the NFL the last 2 years. That's what I mean. Yeah. He sucks. He's not a good RB, and obviously a lot of RBs that get volume, like Kenneth Walker's is an example where his yards per carry sucked last year, but he's one of the best RBs in the game.
I disagree because if I say best RB, I just mean overall package. So you're not as good as a rusher, but you bring other things to the table, which Kenneth is not.
Walker's was a better pass catcher than White last year.
No, but that's stats. That's not actual like.
No, his
That's close. That's
yeah.
close. I would say White was a really
Yeah.
good receiver. Braylon
Yeah,
for
man.
me.
No, I'm not anti. I love Kenneth, but I'm just saying like, if you just say like who's gonna get 30 touches per game for 10 weeks because the starter went down. Well, Kenneth is the starter, but who do you trust? Like I trust Kenneth and I trust Rashad though with 30 touches. Like who can handle it? You know.
I think the question also like Sean Tucker. I think could I think if Bucky did get hurt, Sean could lead like in the running game, but White obviously would
Or at least split.
or split.
I
Yeah,
think Rashad's fine as a third floor guy that's going to get a good amount of receiving work no matter what.
and he goes late enough, right? Like he's not a unknown. Like Rashad White has a role. He's a good pass blocker too, which that's kind of like the thing against Bucky, right? Like Rashad, like if Bucky doesn't grow,
Keenan went.
I would just say, Nick, in the sense of if the game script isn't positive, which is the same for Chuba. If the game script they're playing from behind a lot, you could see a lot of Rico and you could see a lot of Rashad. Because Liam Cohen is gone, right? Liam Cohen was doing all this crazy design stuff. And
that's true.
If you just need one running back, that could block because you're down 10, 14 points, I don't know if Bucky can.
I feel you. He could be Rico. Rico's a good narrative for him, but that also is pro Rico as well. That he's going to be in that Rashad role. Yeah, I'm not like saying you're not, but yeah, I guess probably another RB. Palmer had a few nice catches. I know it's from Trubisky, but that's still
Palmer
just
goes.
I love Rico, but I think Najee's like the best pick here at 160.
Najee's not on my board at all.
I can't.
Yeah, until we get any positive reports.
Now, if we get him 200 back to back with Quinshon,
let's do Jerome
Ford or Reek. Yeah, Ford. Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. I know you're a big Nas fan, and I can see where he's ready week 1, but right now it's to be determined.
I don't care about week 1. I just at any point in this season, does Najee pay off 160 with like 2 good weeks?
Well, the thing is like this is like a new team for him too. So if Hampton is just as good as the prospect profile suggests he is, the draft capital suggests he is, it's like Najee is kind of like Rashad White. That's not going to catch most passes.
Well, we don't even know if he's playing right now. Like
that's the main thing. Yeah, like it's
part.
Like that pick that was sent was maybe nothing, but I just don't see it with Nas. Like I know we disagree with that, and I could be wrong, but it's like Nas is one of those guys that's I'm not worried that's gonna beat me at all. Like
I'm not worried about any of these guys beating me, but it's just like at some point some of these guys can get you to the right place,
Which before the injury, I like Nas. Like I was taking him because like he was probably gonna be the starter. Get the first team reps. Hampton,
he's a good talent. It's just we don't know. This eye is unprecedented.
Dude, he was at practice with no protective gear, only with sunglasses and a helmet. You're not going to be doing that, risking infection if it was something horrible, right? Like we just got to be reasonable.
I don't know about that. I'm not an eye analyst here. I'm not going to claim.
No, but he had no protective. Something. He had no protective covering on his eye. He was just in a helmet and sunglasses.
I'm not in like that. If he's actually practicing like with pads doing stuff, I'll believe it. Until then, no. I just can't.
When he's doing that, he's not going to be going 160.
No, if he's like going to be ready week 1, it's like he'll jump up like 20 spots probably. I don't think he's going to go back to where he was like the one.
Like the one already goes. Holy crap!
He looked good yesterday. I mean, the stat box doesn't say much, but there's a couple plays that you see why.
Rico all day.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 100 per billion%.
We have the correlation Panthers versus Seahawks.
He's going to play. Like
he did, yeah. I know that's
they've said it all off season. He's the 1B. He's the best pass catcher in the roster.
My Trevor Etienne backs feel bad when he fucked up last night.
Wait, he fucked up?
Yeah.
I tune out after the first half, to be honest. Like first half with the guys, and then I guess we now have to go receiver, right? We have a great room, but maybe one more.
Yeah.
Two
Seth
more.
says not taking Big Nas. What the fuck? Nick Sean, great tag team together. Don't forget about Zero. He is awesome as well. In no world will TB give anyone 30 touches with Evans, Godwin, Emeka, McMillan. Well, they did that last year with RBs, right? Didn't Bucky and White both have workhorse roles?
I mean,
So
30 was like
you don't need 30. Yeah, 30 is a ton. So
it was a little bit hyperbolic, but
There
like
are
in
a lot
double-
of
in-
there are a lot
you
of
know,
mouths to feed.
No, but like in a game that goes to, a game that's tied and it just keeps going, right? Like it's not like every game's gonna be the same script, but
so you're not alone. Terrence thinks Nas is the obvious.
I love him
guy.
as a talent, but like I don't know what the deal is with this eye. Like that's
Did you see the pic of his eye?
I don't want to laugh. It feels gross. Like one of those like.
No, I mean,
there is. I don't know if we have too many running backs, but is Shipley
you
still
guys would do
there?
Slayton.
Slayton's cool too.
yeah.
Yes, go Slayton 6.
Slayton's
Jackson.
fine. Shipley
Dude.
is lit. I know we have a lot of running backs, but
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need a 6.
that's
Okay.
fine. Slade's fine. He's great. Great player, still underrated.
We'll take one more of each. So
I'm down for that. Let's look. There's a lot of options. we
Tesla
like.
boomed again. Coker is a good
is there-
player.
I think Taj on this team makes sense. We got
I like Toss. Let me
we
go.
got some
over it.
Arizona
Taj is
shit.
cool.
Keenan Mitchell makes sense as well. I think he's just a fun click at the end.
It's crazy that he goes only 25 picks after Big Naj.
Who can't? Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess
don't
because
know.
his eye, his eye's
It's-
intact,
it's-
but he's a little body that can't handle more than 5 touches in the NFL. But
Well, he's like Devon Achane. He only needs 5. Like he needs 1 touch, and then he could spike in your lineup. Najee needs like 20.
Najee needs 20. Yeah, Najee needs 20. But
Yeah. Okay.
I already know what the Virgins are gonna say if Hampton goes down. Though, oh my God, they're gonna be so pissed.
I mean, that's every running back, right? With like if Barkley goes down, Shipley or Tyler Algier.
Yeah,
or,
but you said he's off your board though, so you won't.
well, yeah. Well, no other RB is dealing with the eye situation where the coach doesn't even determine he's gonna be ready week 1, and it's not
Yeah,
giving.
but we don't play for week 1.
Yeah, but
for
Najee's
potential what?
Najee's
They can like
thesis
void
was
his
week
contract
1.
and shit. Like it is.
That's not the thesis changes depending on his price, right? At pick
Yeah, like-
120, it's whatever, but at pick 160, 165, it's like if he gets on the field at any point, he already is gonna smash his price.
Oh, you got it. Tesla here too. He scored again last night.
He
Dude,
did.
remember what we said about chasing hype? Let's just take Shipley because he's being slept on. And we
That's
have
like the number one offense. Also, AJ Brown we have and Jalen Hurts.
dude. So he's the Kenneth Gainwell, so he's gonna get some receiving touchdowns.
That's true too. I saw some tweet about how Gainwell was like a lot of the 2-minute stuff, and Shipley looks good. And you can be a total jag behind the number one offensive line in the National Football League
You know
if
who else
given
look
an
good?
opportunity.
The funny thing is, him and AJ Dillon both look good. Not saying
Yeah. Dylan's not. I mean, Dylan had his heyday. I still, at least from the playing, it said that, but it might be worth like mixing in, not this role, but in general, to be at like 3% Dylan.
So we use
just in
Shipley.
case. I
week
would say.
I'm out.
17.
I'm out on Marks, but I mean, not that if you want to take him, it's not that.
No, I mean we're done at RB now, so like we could do like one, like just like your favorite receiver, you know.
Oh no, Tesla's gone.
Hey,
Isn't he?
Oh,
favorite
Tesla's here.
favorite receiver.
I would say Tesla for me.
For this team, it would be fun to go like Coker. We could do like a little.
Ooh,
Coker
Coker.
School, yeah, Coker School.
No, just
Coker
because we
looked
have
good,
Rico
yeah.
and Cup, so it could be like a little
Cup.
back and forth.
Yeah, two
I like
amazing
that.
talents. So I'm kind of even on those two guys.
Yes, Rabona. My Henderson bags are packed. See Najee Day there. I mean, look, Sean, me and you, we could end up being on the wrong side of history here.
That's fine. I already had some early Najee, so at least I'll like live off that. But
True, same.
It's just a difference between saying like let's be at 50% Najee and saying like he's off my board. Like let's be at 8% Najee. He's a
Well,
great price.
I'll say this: like if he falls to like the 170s, like yeah, I'll consider him. I think
What's
like
the difference?
well, Brandon Allen, I prefer over Najee now, and he goes to the
I would say
150s.
so.
You know, like I'll just take Braylon Allen there. And Naj like doesn't fall as far. Like he gets scooped up in the 160s. Like,
well, who did we take over from here? We took we didn't take Braylon over him.
We took what?
We took
Reed?
Ford. We took Ford over him, bro, and that's like that feels a little bit bad because it's on a shitty offense.
But I mean, you like
Ford
Calvin
could be the
Kamara
starter.
on the
Ford could be the
offense.
starter though if Quinshawn doesn't show up.
I do like Alvin Kamara, but that's like a talent thing.
But Ford is like he's been pretty like if Judkins does him his time, Ford's shown that
I like Ford. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna argue.
But you're not wrong. Where it's
I'm not gonna take Ford. I'm not gonna take Ford over Najee every time. But maybe
I'll take Najee over Chubb 100%. Like give me one eye. Like even if Najee only has one eye, I'll take him over Chubb. Easy, so,
easy, bro.
Yeah. Coker. I think Coker's a good pick. He looked good. Bryce Young too looked good on that rollout, which was one of the things that he grew as a quarterback the last second half of the season was he was able to move around the pocket more, use his legs, utilize throws on the field, which was on display in the preseason. Coker, week receiver 7.
Yeah, Coker. Yeah. I think he's just better than Leggett. He showed it in his per route numbers, his catch rate over expected, his yak. He already performed, and he looked awesome last night. A one-handed catch for a lot of people would go unrecognized.
Oh, you there, Sean?
Yep.
Okay, you good. I know that JJ McCarthy just had an 80-yard touchdown right now. I don't know if you saw that.
Is that right? I just pulled up the game. So
no, I was kidding.
Dude, it just started. Dude, it's like a crazy shootout, dude, with the Giants.
I know, yeah. Oh, is it? Really?
Yeah, dude, it's like 34-25. Man, who took the under? Just got fucked.
So Suss is on our team. Suss is getting his locked RB2.
Yeah, I mean Tyler Goodson drops the 4th down pass and cost him his season a couple years ago. Like I think he's good.
All you gotta know is like, man, there's a difference between being overweight and just be like, man, like if I was underweight, I need to catch up on Najee now. But people like fade players, and then when they get cheaper, they still keep fading them. So it's like, or if they get more expensive, they're like, I'm out anyways. So that's how they get fucked, man. Because if Gus Edwards scored 20 points last year in a game, you don't think Big Naj, bro? Like, come on, Gus Edwards was so cooked, bro, and you don't have to like Big Naj to know that he's a cockroach that's hard to get rid of.
I mean, we had the same argument with Quinshawn Judkins at 200. That is like highway robbery.
I don't hate the player. I hate the price. And like I said, like Najee's not on my board. Like over here, I think Najee's fine. Yeah, I think it's more just where he goes. Like, yeah, like here in the 15th round, take a shot on Naj. Good offense. The Slater injury does suck. Like that, obviously, it is annoying because I think that does hurt the offensive line a good amount. But they're still going to be solid. But
yeah, that too.
But also,
that too, and I like Najee. Let me do a dynasty championship. Like that's my guy. But at the same time, he doesn't have an eye that you lose the best offensive lineman on the team.
But losing the best offensive lineman on the team doesn't necessarily make it better for the rookie coming in. Like it doesn't make it horrible for you.
No, I don't like. I'm down.
It hurts everybody. Yeah, I'm
down on Hampton too. Like relatively.
But if you're lower on Hampton, like if I'm lower on Hampton, like well, let me just take Naj in case he can.
I'm just lower on the offense in general. I think it's going to be a little more ball control. Justin Herbert, quick pass. That's a little more pro Keenan. Pro Lad, it's just a PPR type of thing. I am a little nervous at his price.
I mean, look, if Najee's healthy,
JJ is kind of nice
for this year, and then Hampton went down, Harris would be an RB1.
Oh, Jordan Addison caught a nice pass from JJ. Just FYI.
Where would you draft? Where would you draft Big Naj in BR if Hampton went down and he was healthy?
If he was healthy, I'd just take him.
BR is a tough one because there's so many good RBs. I would say I don't know like the rounds element, but I think he'd be like a top 12 RB for me. Right? I think like top 10, top 12, depending on matchup. Which and then obviously like in like BBM, if you got Naj in the 150s, 60s, 10s, whenever, and Hampton went down, like Najee would crush. Najee would be still in a good offense, get the workload.
I'd have him in the 20s, probably like the James Conner type of range. If he was like the guy, If they,
That's
assuming
fair.
they didn't bring in anyone else, and I guess Hines is a receiving guy. We'll see if he actually ends up.
Aren't you worried, bro, about Hines? A little PPR person.
Didn't he like tear his Achilles twice? Like, didn't he have like 2 serious injuries in the last few
I
years?
think so. Isn't he playing special teams? Or?
Probably.
We'll see what happens. I don't know if he, and that's a lot of, if this happens, if Saquon gets hurt, Will Shipley's going to the moon. Where will Shipley go? Number 1 offensive line, number 1 top 5 offense. Yeah, he's probably.
I just think that
maybe Jonathan Taylor, where would he go?
If you listen to one coach speak, but like block out other coach speak, it's not necessarily ideal, because they keep talking about like, are you guys gonna add another RB? And Harbaugh keeps saying, we like what we have.
JJ just ran for first down. He's mobile.
Like, can we like not trust because Tank got some good coach speak. We're gonna trust the Tank coach speak, but then the ETN coach speak, even though it's positive, no, we're gonna toss it aside. We're gonna toss aside the Najee coach speak. We're just gonna listen about the Bucky.
I think individual player by player. On a broad scale, I agree with you. I got ETN 122 at Eliminator last night. That's crazy. Yeah. It's just that Najee, I can objectively, without whatever they say, his eye is not functional right now. That's a very unprecedented situation. Now, I could be wrong on that, but betting against someone like not having an eye I feel like it's pretty plus EP. I know that's like cruel, but that's just the game we play, unfortunately. If it was basically anything else, like legal included, I would totally agree with you. But an eye is just something so scary, and that's very hard to fix. I'm not like a doctor or anything, but
is there a possibility that it's just a superficial injury that affects, it's more like outside of the eye, but like it's swollen, like the eyelid is swollen to a point.
I don't know eyeball like that. I don't want to say some stuff.
I think that because it's been like 34, 35 days since the injury. So I guess the question is like, how long would a superficial injury like take, right? Like, is it maybe they're cautious, and then once like 1 or 2 weeks away from the season, he takes the glasses off. He's like, okay, like let the eye out. It's also
let the eye out.
Let the eye out. Yeah, I mean, look, I could be wrong for sure. Maybe his eye will be fine, and he ends up being like a really good value pick. But I guess I am being just aside more cautious because like I said, I've never seen a situation with the eye before. So it's brand new, and like I don't know, he's an interesting one. I don't know.
It's one that's gonna, we're gonna be an eliminator, and someone's gonna have Amari and Hampton, someone's gonna have Najee, and it's gonna be the sickest sweat. Like, who actually? It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I do look forward to see what comes out Victor to it. His smell.
Yeah, I don't think he's like on hard eye patch time, but to play NFL football is that's a pretty high standard. I'm not saying his eye is gone for the rest of his human years, but yeah. Without again, I am not an expert on the eye situation. If you're listening to fantasy football people for medical advice, you're in deep, dude. Like ChatGPT would be better at that point, and you shouldn't use that either.
Yeah, you got to use Grok, dude, instead.
Is Grok better than ChatGPT?
Yeah, it's more uncensored a little bit.
Yeah, it's better to like talk and vibe, but GPT-5 just if you want to change the subject, GPT-5 dropped, Claude dropped a new one. Google is probably the best with like data, but I'm doing a lot of that kind of stuff on the down low. Like, so Gemini is like awesome for like coding. Same with Claude, but it's crazy, man. That's a crazy world. That's why we got to win these tournaments. So we're not getting bossed around by the robots. We're going to, we have the funds to have our robot army,
Yeah. Aren't they selling like, I know Tesla was making robots. Don't they have them in China? You can get one for like $4,000 to $6,000 for like
I think it's like $6,000. Yeah, I think it's like $6,000 or something, but I bet it's kind of not that.
No.
It's not that functional yet. I think the real.
I'd be scared of those malfunctioning, bro.
Imagine I was sitting next to like two robots just telling you you're wrong about Najee Harris. Like just
that'd be
no,
sick.
the robot like they're processing the eye information.
That would be helpful because then I'd be like, all right, I'm not gonna click it. You know,
Look,
if they run the Sims,
It's fine at that price. You can have a hard 0 and in those rounds. It's just that.
So this, have you seen this picture?
I have seen this picture, but this is what I'm saying. He wouldn't be out there with no protective gear and just a visor.
Yeah, but he's not even jogging, bro.
No, I'm not talking about that. But you wouldn't risk an infection if you had an eye injury. I've had something in my eye that I was scared I scratched the surface, and they were so precautious about. I'm not an NFL player, but I had like a thing on my eye for a full couple days, bro, because I was scared I scratched my like something in my eye.
Yeah,
on the what's it called, cornea? You wouldn't be out there with a helmet and visor with no protective.
Yeah, but why can't he just jog, go on like an exercise bike, just show us you're an athlete?
Yeah, like, that's a good point. If his eyes, like, you know, let's say he's fine out there with no protective equipment, why can't he do more than just walk around with a vest?
Maybe he doesn't want. He's not supposed to get a lot of sweat in there.
You know, this guy's a doctor.
See, that's the scary part. Then.
Look, I don't know if he knows shit. I don't know shit. But like this guy who seems like, you know, he's smart and a doctor and has some credentials, he's saying that, you know, he's operating as if Harris only has one function eye right now, which maybe that means nothing. Maybe it does. That pic obviously looks like he can't open his eye at all. I don't know, you know, obviously how long, what actually, no one knows the things too. No one knows the injury. Like they just said it's superficial, but it's a case closed. Like we don't exactly know the severity of it. So it's all assumptions. And that's why we play this game, because we all assume what we want to assume based off.
And as they say in Shark Tank, and that's why I'm out. Like,
but did you see?
I might miss a good deal. I might miss a good deal.
Oh, maybe you just weaky.
For that reason, I'm out.
Yeah. Maybe Dodger's just a huge troll and just weaky right now, which would be hilarious.
That would be crazy. But then, yeah, he's like not practicing with his teammates. Like, I don't know. It's just you're a veteran in a relatively young team. At least be on the bike, putting in work if you're like close to being back.
Let's look. I enjoy the talk that we have. Do you guys want to look at this team that we built real quick? Let me. Fuck. Why is it like this? Hold on. Oh, I'm done. Okay, there we go, baby. You won't say. I like the team that we built. Also, Sean, how is JJ looking right now?
He led a field goal drive. He had one really nice pass to Jordan Addison. Jefferson isn't playing. Jalen Naylor's number 1, so that's some like aura gain from 83. So that's relevant for our like round 18. I've taken some Naylor on JJ teams. Not that we needed to this time, but we had 2 guys.
So we have Hurts and JJ. Feel great about that. Love the 2 quarterback setup. We had a semi-zero RB room, which I feel like we landed. Connor, Pollard, White, Allen, Ford, Rico, Shipley. A lot of good pieces in this RB room, or like contingent upside.
Yeah, you have like a lot of. You have potentially 3, maybe 4 guys that could at least get 50% of snaps and contribute, and then game by game matchup based, like White, Allen, Ford, Dowdle can fall in the end zone, and Shipley just at 198. I mean, he had that run. Was it last night or 2 nights ago? Like, he's not just like a total bum here. That's that, and they got rid of Gainwell for a reason.
Yeah, it's for AJ Dillon, dude.
Yeah, for Quadzilla.
I think it would actually be a fun committee, like in real life, to watch. If it would be like AJ Dillon and then Shipley, kind of like both mixing in together, it'd be fun. I don't think Shipley's gonna take like 30 carries, but
no,
I think it'd be 70-30.
Because Shipley would be in the passing, like third and down, 2-minute drills, while AJ Dillon,
grinding, bro.
Yeah, like grinder. But Shipley would get more like the valuable touches, probably.
But it depends who gets the end zone. Like whoever gets the goal line would be like the most.
Hurts would, right? Hurts number 1, and then number 2, obviously, could be Dillon or Shipley. I wouldn't be surprised for either.
Yeah, it's fun team.
It is, I mean-
Gumawale getting a couple nice carries.
What team is he on?
Houston. I don't know what the whole like who's sitting, who's not with the Houston. Because Stroud isn't playing against Davis Mills, but at least these Houston guys are blocking a little bit for Suss and his Joe Mixon like love affair. And I guess it's kind of semi-live. The Vikings are supposed to have like a really good defense, and they're at least like creating some lanes because they kind of just broke the whole line from scratch and they're rated last. So maybe they're decent.
That's interesting. Imagine like Damian Pierce.
The rest
Mechie.
Damian
I saw Pace out there.
Is Pierce playing?
Pace,
Sorry?
or Pace
He's
Jr.
not. He's not. But they just activated him from the pup like 4 days ago, so I don't think he would play yet.
Who has potential more fantasy relevancy, Pierce or Woody Marks this year?
I'm not
Nick-
picking Mark.
Woody
I'm
Marks,
picking
more team investment.
that. Like, okay, Dobbins had less team investment last year than most running backs. That doesn't mean anything.
It's within the team.
Whoever,
It's within the team. That's not true. They
but
traded
Woody
a
Marks
third-round
doesn't
pick for
profile.
him.
I get it, but does he profile as someone who could actually consolidate a lot of touches though?
Well, if they're a high pass offense, he
I
could
guess
be
like
like the Texans' Jaden Blue if you believe in Stroud.
I don't believe in Jaden Blue either. At that,
Maybe
at his cost. At his
maybe
cost.
he's the text
Woody
like the Rashad White, just like the pass
Texans,
catcher.
yeah. Like
You know,
they traded a
not
third-round
good.
pick. He's obviously not some kind of like. I don't take a ton of him to be honest, but he at least has like some path to relevancy.
Well, they
He's
obviously
definitely
like
catch
uh,
passes.
Can we talk about who else got traded for a 3rd-round pick? Jonathan Mingo, Jahan Dotson. Should I keep going, or
They could get it. They could get it wrong, and those are individual trades, not draft pick
Well,
trades.
if you look
And
at like
it's
team
an
investments,
opportunity-based game as well.
Woody Marks has like the best investment of Pierce and Chubb right now on the roster outside of Mixon. Like I'll give that, right. And I think he's the best pass catcher. Like I think that's the main thing. Like if he's gonna be a pass catcher and he's playing 2 minutes, third downs, obviously like I don't think he's gonna get like 15, 20 carries. Like that's not his role, but maybe he's a good RB. Like I think that's something too. Like maybe I don't think Woody Marks is a good running back. I think he sucks dick. But there's
He's okay.
I
He's
don't even
okay.
think- I
He's a
don't think-
receiving back.
I don't even think he's that bad. I just don't think he profiles. But you're like, man, he just sucks, man.
I don't think he's a good RB, but maybe he is. Maybe he's one of those RBs where
Sucking D is crazy though. I mean, come on now. Like,
I mean his name is
There-
Woody, to be fair. So
fair enough.
And he
Yeah,
leaves
I
his
guess.
marks on Woody's.
yeah, right.
Hey yo.
They all got their starting line out there.
Oh,
plus
Higgins is
Higgins.
playing. I got to
Yeah, but
lock in on
Higgins,
him.
all the rookies got to play. Dude.
Oh, Higgins 81. Yeah, let's see if he gets some action. I haven't seen anything. It's been
Well,
mostly like
well,
tight
Terrence,
ends and stuff.
No,
I-
Noel got a pass. He got.
I hate to break it to you, Terrence, but that's what Barkley did last year. Like he didn't break
Oh,
as
Noel's
many
got
tackles,
some.
but he just had open.
I
lanes.
love Noel as a prospect, but like,
Why? What happened with Noel?
He got a
he-
9-yard catch, dude.
Okay,
he has had a screen now, but Kirk's gonna play ahead of him probably. But it's not impossible for Noel to usurp.
dude, Noel's interesting. Where I haven't clicked a lot of him, but like thinking about it, like I like Higgins. Like I take Higgins before, I'll take Kirk before, but Noel has a sexy profile. 3rd-round draft
Awesome in
capital is
college.
decent. He's player comp is Rashid Rice, very explosive.
That's crazy.
I do.
Ironically, mine was like Christian Kirk, which is kind of crash out, but
Yeah,
he just
and like
cloned him.
we've seen like the slot be very useful for Stroud. So like I could see a way because Kirk, he gets hurt a lot, or maybe he's just not that good.
He's missed games for sure, and like they traded a 7th for him, so it's not impossible.
Interesting.
Well, Higgins is getting some reps, so that's good.
Yeah, we like to
Yeah,
see
both of
that.
them are. Who's 17?
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is like obviously
Is that
Higgins-
Braxton Berrios? Oh, we gotta load up our stacks. What?
on what team?
WTF? Yeah, the Texans.
He's behind. He's behind Higgins, I think, on the depth chart.
Who? Noel?
Braxton.
Berrios.
Braxton.
Braxton.
The imagine he won't. I don't want to like start doing rage bait, but imagine Braxton Berrios steals Higgins' chain. Like
Oh, that'd
That'd
be
be
crazy.
crazy. I think Xavier Hutchinson is behind Nico, but I mean, like, it just depends what they're
Yeah,
running.
he's just kind of he had chances and he just didn't do anything.
No,
I'm kind of out
get
on
it.
him. Good old Davis Mills.
Did you guys want to do another draft or just kind of like chill on some preseason?
Yeah, I might
I'm
chill on
down
some
for another.
preseason. Like, yeah, I might lock in and just like watch you guys from the comments then.
For sure. If you want to do another one, we could.
Yeah, I'm down to do another one. You know, while all the virgins are overreacting to and getting their Kate Stover bags up, we'll be scooping cheap whoever.
Maybe we'll get some big Naj in this one. In the
Maybe.
180s. Dude, the Great Dane. I'm kind of surprised that the Great Dane is getting more movement than the Husky too.
It only has 500 people. That's what.
Oh, that's why. Okay, true. I guess like because it's similar. I mean, the Legacy Final is nice, obviously compared to the Huskies. Lower
So
payout
the
though,
contest you do when you have a shit ton of bankroll that you don't know what to do with.
and you just like boner. Like
Yeah.
I remember when this came out, he's like, "Look at my Great Dane team."
Yeah. That's like, I don't know. I don't really like the structure. I don't like small field. I like big field because like it is a fun DFS slate at the end. But like a 500 seat final for BBM is so small compared to when we were playing like baseball with like 5K people, 6K people. That's a small slate. Like if you get there.
Yeah, because once you get there, it's like okay, like 500 isn't a lot compared to like what you play actually with everything else.
Or even weekly winners, you're facing all 186K, bro, and like, oh dude, we insta filled.
Oh, insta fill. Oh shit. Yeah, Noel's fucking a tank. That dude's like super buff.
Right on. I'll let you guys lock in on
Ooh.
this draft. So I guess I'll catch you in a bit.
All right, Sean. We'll catch you later, man.
All right, sounds good, guys. Good luck. All right,
We'll lock in for you, man.
Yeah, we'll lock
sounds
in.
good. All right, bye.
All right, let me change the format. Let's go 0. Let me move this. Let's crush this draft. Build the winner.
I've been drafting really good teams. I
I
feel like I've never built a bad team, but like there's a difference between banger and a good team, right? Like bangers when you get falling values, you get like crazy stuff that is unique without having to pull guys up. Like you get JSN to fall back at 36. You're like, all right, like this is nice. I'll take JSN stuff like that.
Yeah, agreed. How many teams have I done right here? I've done 33 pre-draft, 463. So I've done almost 500 drafts on Underdog since the NFL draft happened, which I'll probably end up around like 600 Underdog drafts. I don't know. It depends. I don't really do the puppies as much as I used to. The slot demon, probably. If you mean Christian Kirk, probably not. Okay, Levsy done 600. What do you draft mostly out of? DK, drafters, Underdog?
I've done the most on Underdog so far,
Underdog,
lately I've been doing more drafters because I don't know, DK UI sucks. Like DK is so annoying, bro. Like I hate DK with a passion right now.
Yeah, I know.
Drafters UI is better.
Well, also it's gonna overlay.
Yeah.
The overlay's nice. I think it's only like 34% completed for their main flagship contest, which we're like less than a month away. I've done one drafters a long time ago, but I prefer drafters over DK. So if I do anything else like Underdog, it's gonna be drafters.
Yeah. Lately I've been doing a lot of drafters. The only problem is like at nighttime, Underdog does fill faster. DK fills faster. Like drafters sometimes like you won't get any drafts at night at all, man.
Oh, okay, because it makes sense because people aren't rushing to fill the lobbies at that time.
Like one might not start between like 1 a.m. and like 5 a.m. might just be 0 drafts done at all on the site, like for the main contest, because everyone's like, it's such a small like website.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we're on the clock. Is it Brian Thomas A-Chan or do you have a lean with something else?
Brian Thomas plus someone. So
okay,
it depends how you want to go like Brian Thomas, Jonathan Taylor for the week 17th. Probably more unique. You go like Drake London, pull him up a little bit, or you go like A-Chan, which is still There's just a lot of options here that
There's a
are
lot of options, yeah. Man, I think HN would be my favorite here. I don't hate the idea of Taylor week 17. That is unique and fun as well. I'll let you call it, man. Taylor or HN. I'm cool with either.
Let's do H.
Okay, HN. Okay. Yeah, I do like the idea because I don't think many people are doing that, and I think it's fun to get unique in different ways. Because who else is gonna have a Thomas and Taylor if you make to the finals?
Well, it's only because like Taylor's never gonna make it to 36, right? Like
Exactly.
I mean, I've gotten him like maybe at like 28 the latest, but that was like in a weird room where like, and I didn't have like BTJ, so you would have to like it would have to be a perfect storm of how to get that. Luckily in pre-draft, like I was taking BTJ and JT at the 1-2 turn, so like I have a shit ton of that week 17 game, which is actually profiling to be a really fun game. But
it could be a very fun game. Like that could be a game where it's a shootout. Taylor could just run for 3 touchdowns, 200 yards. Brian Thomas is obviously a monster.
you can't
Lumpsy,
go.
yeah, Lumpsy says Silver Lining 4 was like a top 20 advanced rate player in BBM last year. Interesting. Oh, look, a little Malik and Lad combo. Bet on the year 2 players.
Yeah, I mean the advanced rate stuff is just it's hard, right? Because there's players who had like 70 BBMs advanced, but then they had 0 in week 16, and then I had like 28, and then I had 5. So it's
keep us updated, Sean. Yeah, it's like a give and take, right? Like, yeah, you advance 60, 70 teams, but then like you didn't make any semifinals or you didn't make the finals.
Yeah, or you made like 1 semifinals. It's like, wait, so like 69 teams got wiped out?
Or you made like Chess Liam, I think only advanced like 18 teams last year, but he made 2 BBM finals.
Yeah.
Which the case is week 17, right? Like that's all that matters. It's like obviously you want a high advance rate because more chances to get, teams through. But obviously like the game is week 17. So it's like if you like, would you rather advance 100 teams and no finals or advance 1 out of 150 teams and make a finals? Obviously,
finals. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think there's a middle ground of like the 2 extremes that people go on where, you could pick like Saquon or Jamar and then just mix them in with like, you don't have to have like the same like 10 players on every team. You can have the same like 2 or 3, which is what I do. Like every team has either whatever. Like if you like Kamara, he has Kamara or Saquon, but you don't need like Kamara, Saquon, Derrick Henry on every team
all the time. Yeah, I agree.
You mix and match. So.
Especially in the playoffs where it's like if you have the same, like let's say you do advance like 80 teams, but you have all the same players and like you just have a bad week, like you cooked yourself. That's why it's like important to diversify and like build kind of unique combos and like it's 18 rounds, right? Like you want to give yourself kind of like different outs in the playoffs. I feel like
it is fun though because like in the year that you're right, you could be looking at like 20 finals teams though. You know what I mean? And you could like you could be like 1 through 10 on the leaderboard if you're right. But it's like
you're right, yeah.
But you're risking instead of winning 50K, you're risking losing money that year.
Well, what's so funny is like there's a guy who had like 80% Derrick Henry and Barkley last year, but I don't think he made the BBM finals, maybe one. But it's like, man, like Taylor was a better pick than Barkley because he, like you needed him to get there. We're on the clock. We could
be cool with Ted and like Mike Evans.
Okay, Ted, Mike Evans.
Well, I know you want Ted. I'm cool with Ted.
I mean, I'm cool. I'm cool with both too. I'm just looking if there's anything else we could do here. Probably not. So yeah, you want to do Ted, and then we can do Mike Evans for the week 17 thing with HN as well.
I just think he's better than Worthy, and week 17, sure. But like I already know because like I was talking to someone else about this, but like, did you see when they like? I wouldn't say it's a big risk, but they were like fighting for the playoffs, but Mike Evans needed like a few more yards and they risked passing it instead of kneeling it. Like this team does not give a shit. He plays in the NFC South. I'm stacking so much NFC South and NFC North because good offenses in the NFC South, weak defenses, and then the NFC North is just crazy offenses, bro. Like you got crazy players like Addison, JJ, Golden, Reed, like like Amon-Ra, J-Mo, Laporta, Hawk, like you just have all-stars. I think you probably have more fun players in the North, but the South is, look, we got correlation with McMillan and Evans throughout the year.
Yes,
we have
sir.
Brian Thomas on a good I don't know, man. This is like
It's a good start. I
keeping
like
up,
it.
man.
I like it a lot. Yeah, Evans in the fourth. Also, too, is like, I mean, why should Adams go ahead of Evans in drafts right now?
Does he go ahead?
Yeah,
Like,
well,
if he's not
Adams.
open?
Yeah, Adams. Usually goes ahead of Evans, which I think Adams is a fine player. I like him, but like, you know, they're both really good. One does have a quarterback that's a little scarier, the situation. Um, but I don't know. I feel like Evans, like it. I've come more around where it's like, you know what, he's a good click at the 3-4 turn.
I was pulling him up to the 2-3 turns sometimes. So like,
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just
you
it's
could do a
not
lot of
that
different things with
crazy.
him. Terry in the fourth is crazy. Yeah, Terry's.
I wouldn't take him until the 5th. You're right.
Evans was hurt last year in the Rams' offense cheese compared to what Adams has had the last few years. If Stafford's healthy all year, then I think Adams, like, he's in a good offensive situation, good environment. Comes out of like the targets a lot over there. Chuba, Cook. So we have a 1-1. No, we have a 1-3 start. Who are you excited to see play today? Do you have any players in mind?
I'm excited to see the Packers play.
Oh, okay. Who do they play today?
I think the Jets.
Okay, nice. That'll be interesting to see.
And I'm glad it's in Lambeau. I'm pretty sure it's in Lambeau. I don't live there, so yeah, it isn't.
Dude, Golden, fucking 40-yard touchdown. ADP is gonna jump another round.
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, we say that Underdog is one of the sharper sites, but like on DK, his ADP has moved up like 10 or 11 because his ADP was like 89 and now it's 78, I think. And
wow.
But like, I don't get why he's not moving up here. He's not a PPR play necessarily, but it's like I don't get why he's not moving up on Underdog.
It's a good point. I feel like he's been mispriced all offseason, and now it's like you're getting good reports, good news. You see him in practice, and it's like it is weird because you do think he would be moving up a little more.
Yeah.
Okay, Lumsky's a Packers fan too. My family's from Milwaukee. Nice. I'm from Milwaukee area, Patriots fan.
I'm a Packers fan. I love the Packers.
We got Packer and Patriots fan here. Let's go. I am a Patriots fan as well. OMG. So we got a couple Patriots. Connor, Harvey, Olave, Ricky. Would you do?
You like
Connor? We can do Connor.
Yeah,
I'm fine with Connor. Yeah, Connor. And then, do you want to do another RB Harvey or a receiver?
I'm probably Olave here.
Olave, okay. Are you Olave over all these receivers?
Yeah. Just because, like, sometimes we people. We say bet on talent, and then like we're okay taking like Ricky Pearsall in no world is more talented than Olave. We can say a situation is better, but sometimes like we already have like the Brian Thomas, the Ted. We already have the upside of like, dude, these guys could smash, and like Olave could still smash, but we have like 4 talented receivers, I think, and I think Ricky's fine, right? Like if we took Ricky, you don't feel bad about it.
No, I feel good, and I'm like 50-50 who I'd go there. I think, obviously the situation for Ricky's more promising, and he could end up being a really good player because, I think year one, like we don't know yet, right? Ricky's someone that either he sucks, he's really good, or he's like average. We know Olave's good. Like Olave's very good receiver. And in the 6th round, like, to take a receiver, like we don't know Juwan Jennings is good. We don't know Ricky Pearsall is good. We don't know. Let me go.
I think he's pretty good. I like Ricky. I will just say that
I
I
do
like
too.
on a team. Like, look at our receivers. We have like 3 receivers from the NFC South, and I know it doesn't like it's not like a macro edge, but it's literally a micro edge, bro. Like it is because like if you look at some of their matchups in week 15 or 16, just to give us a little edge to get through, and they still have good matchups week 17, right? So.
The micro edge matters. We have 3 receivers playing each other twice a year in one of the defense you want to target.
Yeah, like in DFS, we're gonna be taking these guys so high when they have a certain matchup, like Mike Evans against the Falcons, or Mike Evans against the Saints. Historically, that's been a little bit harder, but
yeah. He says Ricky's more athletic than Olave, which he is, but Ricky, he's not a better player yet, but Ricky's fun too. Like I am buying the hype in camp right now, and anything that I could do to bet against Juwan Jennings, I will do, man. Like I I I would just rather take Ricky, bet on him as receiver one this year. Um, yeah.
But
I
also
don't.
that comment is like Jerry Rice is not the most athletic guy. He ran like a 4.5. He's not fast. He's just amazing route runner. He's durable.
Yeah, receivers. It doesn't matter about your athleticism as much. It matters more about just route running, separation skills. I mean, Keenan Allen ran what like a 4.7 and was one of the best receivers in the NFL at separation
Yeah.
and looking open.
Dude, AJ Brown ran like a 4.5, I think, and he's always open, bro, like on deep shots.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
outrunning corners that run like 4.3s. Like,
I love AJ Brown so much. He's such a monster at football. He's so good, bro.
and we get him in the mid-second just because they had a lower rate.
Yeah, and he was hurt a couple games. Like if he didn't get hurt and he played off, like his points per game were the same as it was the last 2 years, even when they ran the ball so much.
And if you care about yards per route run, I think he had like the third highest in the league.
Yeah, and he was PFF's number one receiver. Okay, Jones we could do.
For sure.
Hagan. Ooh, there's a lot of things we could do. We could do Jones and Hawk. We could do Jones. I don't mind Higgins as our fifth here too.
Yeah.
Higgins
that
goes.
I'm cool with those two.
Yeah, just kind of bet on Minnesota a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, Jones, Hawk. This team is coming together very nicely. We have 3 RBs. Catch passes. They were efficient last year. Even though HM was efficient last year, he could be efficient again, like year one. And then the receivers, like you said, Chris Olave as your fourth, I feel really good about. Like we have a good foundation. We have upside. We have 3 potential touchdown monsters. Olave. Like, what's the difference between Olave and Garrett Wilson? Truly.
He had more touchdowns than Garrett Wilson his first 2 years.
There you go. Yeah, see? And one goes in the 6th round.
I mean, Olave felt great in like the 2nd round last year. And now he goes in the 6th. So
That's crazy. Is Keenan Allen steaming up on DK?
yeah, he is.
Damn, pick 98, bro. All right, so
I got him in a slow though at 179 this morning, which is nice.
Ooh, that feels nice. I like that. Yeah, can you do me a huge favor? Could you hold it down for like 10 seconds while I get a drink?
Yeah.
All right, just talk about how good our team is or something.
Our team is really good, and AJ Brown ran a 4.5. He is built like, but honestly, like just being built isn't everything because you look at DK Metcalf and he's built even better than AJ Brown. DK Metcalf should be like DK Metcalf is built like he should be the wide receiver 1 in the whole NFL, and he's not. I guess that's really the point. Like DK sucks at football, but he's good at everything else. Like he could be a track star, or DK could be a track star. AJ Brown could be a track star too, but yeah, you always got to bet on players who are good at football.
Facts, man. Yeah, DK sucks, bro. I can't do it, man. I tried. Whenever I do a DK draft, I'm excited at first. I'm like, okay, a football draft, fun, let's do it. First 2 rounds, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, I don't want to do this no more.
Yeah. I think we were talking about DK Metcalf, but DK sucks too. DK.
Oh. I thought you meant DK DraftKings.
No, I was saying because DK's built like he should be the wide receiver 1 in the NFL. He's built like, dude, you shouldn't be that big and strong and fast. Like, you shouldn't be like, but he's not. He's like wide receiver like 30.
He sets a tease, bro. Like DK Metcalf, he has like the body, like you said, the profile of being a top 3 receiver in the NFL, top 5. But he's not. Like it's so weird. Like Tyler Lockett was like snatching his chain when they were in Seattle together.
He's good at everything except for playing football. He's good at all like the track stuff, the speed, the jumping, the size, the strength, and then
like he's such a specimen of an athlete that like he just gets by. It's like you're just a hot girl getting by in high school and whatnot. Like just because you're hot, right? You don't need to know no skills. You don't need to work on anything, and then eventually it's gonna run out.
Well, by that point, you gotta hopefully get married, find a rich guy. By then,
Yeah, right, yeah. Your prime. You got to know your prime. And DK, I mean, he got another contract. The Steelers paid him.
which
So
is
we'll see.
crazy. Like they didn't want to pay Pickens, which I don't blame them. But like to pay DK, it's like I don't want to pay either of those guys.
Like any receiver. Okay, if you want to trade Pickens because you don't want to pay him, fine. But out of all the receivers you decided to trade for and pay, is DK Metcalf the guy that's fucking eating sour Skittles for breakfast? Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
Sour Skittles is crazy.
Sour Skittles is crazy. Tight end. We do know tight end. I don't mind. We do Ayuk, Purdy. No, Purdy's not there. I love Drake May. We could do RB. Man, I guess
I kind of like
ETN.
Sharp.
Sharp. Okay, I like Sharp. Okay, so
We got a
Sharp.
little correlation. Yeah, we got a little correlation there. And then who's that tight end?
Tight end, Loveland, Kraft, Ingram. Or is this a bill we just take Drake May as a quarterback, or do we wait?
I think we have so many outs that we could.
Well, we won't get JJ McCarthy on the way back. T-Law we could get.
We could get JJ back. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, we can. So what? But then like a tight end, Shaheed. We could do Shaheed maybe. Kind of
I'm
bet
cool
on
with
offense.
Shaheed. Yeah.
Okay. So not Drake, right? Shaheed. Okay, let's do it.
I'm not against Drake May, but I'm not like someone that's like I'm okay. Like Jordan Love is my highest drafted quarterback, but it's not like let's take Tucker Kraft and Jordan Love here. It's like, but it doesn't fit this build. Like we got to tell a story with this build. We have like a lot of interesting ways we could go. We could build through Sam Darnold, get Horton and Arroyo later, and build out Carolina, Seattle. We can build out.
I think you're not wrong there. I think for me, just potentially the value of what like a quarterback like Drake May offers compared to like a Shaheed is just like drastically different later on. But I mean, like I said, I think T-Law, Bryce Young, we could do Sam Darnold. We could do Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart looked really good, I mean preseason, but like as a third, I'm fine with him.
I mean, you don't know what's gonna come back. Maybe Drake May comes back.
That is true too. We've seen crazy things. He doesn't. Lumsky takes him 2 drafts in a row. And he is. So it's a fun digs. Lumsky, what's your thoughts on Drake May? Just heads up, because I feel like when we talked, you weren't in on him as much. Maybe you are more, or maybe I'm tripping.
Okay, if we're gonna talk about quarterbacks who could outperform their ADP, like sure, Drake May's in that conversation. I think like Justin Herbert literally just outscores him this year. That's very realistic. That's not a hot take. Justin Herbert.
I'll push back a little bit. You're not wrong. Because Justin Herbert's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Super talented. Runs the ball a little bit. Great arm. But last year, Drake May did have more passing yards per game than him. Is a better rusher.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, so last year, we know that Justin Herbert had plantar fasciitis to start the year, and then he had a high ankle sprain during the year. Mm-hmm. How many rushing yards and touchdowns did he have last year? Through all of that was happening through the year. How many rushing touchdowns and yards did he have?
I don't know. I think like 300 rushing yards, which
touchdowns.
But the thing too is like he's never been like a runner. Like Drake May last year has more rushing yards than Justin Herbert in his whole career. Drake May profiles as someone that could run for 600 yards, and like yesterday he had a 17-yard rushing touchdown. He just looked like Josh Allen-esque. I'm not comparing him to Josh Allen, but like he does profile close to that as a rusher a little bit.
Justin Herbert literally profiles very similar to Josh Allen, though. It's just that we haven't seen him, but his first year with Harbaugh and Greg Roman, he was hurt with his foot and he had a high ankle sprain and he still had 302, which is like, could you see that going up to like 502 or 3? Like,
well, the thing is like we haven't seen it at all yet. What we have with May, but I'm not saying we can't see with Herbert. I like Herbert a lot, but you lose Slater, which hurts, and also like Drake may have more passing yards per game than Herbert, where they actually threw the ball a decent amount. Okay, we can do Jordan Love here.
Wait, scroll down on our team.
Oh man, this is tough. We do Jordan Love, Dobbs, or just Love in general.
We could do. Let's do Tank. Instead.
Okay, Tank.
Yeah, okay. Let's do Tank. And then you like Kyle Williams.
So are we just gonna push quarterback?
Yeah, why not?
Fuck it. Let's push it.
I'm fine. I'm a Packers fan, but like I don't need Jordan Love on every team, bro. Like
no, I know, but we need or two. We need quarterbacks, man, because it's.
I would take Kyle Williams over Jordan Love.
We should take Drake May, man. That would have been nice. The Kyle Williams Drake May connection, baby.
No, we're gonna Kyle Williams gonna have a really good week 17, and Drake May's not gonna score a lot of points. The thing is, on a team like this, man, you gotta see what the room gives you, man. Like we can overreact, but
I don't think it's overreacting to get quarterbacks where it's like, especially if they make sense with like stacking options, or.
But they didn't.
Well, I think the tough thing too is like when you win on later quarterbacks and you don't have the stacks, it's like, okay, well, we already have 5 RB6 receivers, so we don't have a lot of flexibility to tack on back stacks.
We have a lot of flexibility. We could take Darnold with Sharps and then tack on Arroyo and Horton. We could take Cam Ward against the Saints, and we could backstack him with Chick. There's so many options. I don't worry about stuff like this because this is a smaller field, anyways. We don't need everyone's going for 90th. Everyone's going for 90th percentile outcomes. I just want I want a realistic outcome that is in a good environment, right? Like you don't need the nuts, bro. We don't need the nuts. We just have like a lot of good players on decent teams who play each other, and.
But it's like betting on like Sam and Cam is like, to me, like that sounds not like a good time.
And that's last year. That's how people felt about Baker, and I was scooping him in the 160s, 170s. So sometimes you just got to lean in, man. You got to lean into what you're building. Because
in this team, you're right. Sam Darnold's going to be what he was last year. Cam Ward's going to be generational, like Jaden Daniels. We'll tack on the third, like, whoever. We're betting on that. Let's get different. Let's everyone else is pulling up quarterbacks. They have 2 already. We're taking the best players. This is easy money. Let's go. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, that was a great learning class.
Okay, so you've been pulling up Diggs. It makes sense. Diggs, May correlation. He runs like Josh Allen, but he's not built like Josh Allen. His running will put him in danger.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Herbert is built like Josh Allen, but he doesn't run as much. But he runs to pass like Josh Allen, and Drake May runs to run. So he's more like, I don't even know who he's more like. He's more like Justin Fields, I guess, or he's like not Justin Fields. Maybe
he's different. I mean, May's a big dude, isn't he?
Yeah, but
he's 6'4", 223.
Look at Justin Herbert, bro. He's the closest thing we have to Josh Allen.
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, Herbert, like he's like, so Herbert's 6'6", 236. Yeah, Herbert's like a bigger boy, but
bro, he's bigger than linebackers, bro.
Yeah, he's a mom. Justin Herbert's like a fucking like, he's like the franchise quarterback you'd want if you're like a owner or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. AR could throw as many touchdowns in practice. When you're in year 3 and you can't even look at a simple like.
AR,
yeah.
AR on a team like this in the next turn, though, it'd be like, yeah, we'll take him at 180.
On this team, I agree. We need the upside.
Wait, can you sort it by ADP? So, like, on a team like this, like Tua with Achane, and then, like, we pull up, like, Darnold here, that sounds really nice, man. Like, I'm cool with that. Unless there's something better that you like. You could go,
yeah, I think Tua will pull up here. We could even do like a Geno and then like a later like a Thorin best thing.
I'd rather do Darnold with JSN. We have the game stack with Ted. Geno is Geno. I think people are overrating Geno. Like Geno's floor is higher. I think Darnold's ceiling is higher. That's what I'll say.
Interesting.
So his matchup week 17 against the weakest defense, bro, like he's gonna cook that Carolina defense. Unless you think Milroe's starting by then.
Well, I think that is a word with Sam where I think Sam's going to be started all year, but there is a chance if the Panthers are like, 3-7 and like they just want to see how Moreau's. I mean, I'm sorry, the Seahawks, right? If the Seahawks are a bad team and Sam is like terrible, like we've seen before, there's a chance Moreau will play, right? He's a 3rd round quarterback that maybe they just want to put out there to see what he has. I don't think that's going to happen because I do think the Seahawks will be more competitive.
But if
But
you look at if you care about like Arizona's projected for the ninth best offense, then you should look at Seattle's win totals like 8.5 games, bro.
no, I
You
know it's
can't
true.
but you can't just say like what if they only have like 3 or 4 wins? Okay, well what if the Cardinals are the 21st best offense then? But I
Well, no,
can't say that.
well,
But,
no,
but
no,
you can say that
because
about
we're talking
anything. You
about
can say that about
no,
anything
you
though.
can't because if the Chiefs are 3-7, they're not going to bench Mahomes.
Yeah, but why? But in this scenario, why would we assume that Why are the Seahawks only have 3 wins when they're projected for 8.5?
Well, but NFL teams like the projection like they lose and win more than the projection. But we're talking about is like situation where it's like Russell Wilson's a great one. When Russell Wilson he got benched on the Broncos a few years ago, and it's like no one really expected that, but there was a possibility. Just like Justin Fields, Russell Wilson last year. Like the reason why they both
He
went
got
late.
he got he got hurt though.
Yeah, but Justin Fields then started, and then even though Justin Fields look, I guess kind of good, like he got benched, which was
He had
always a
five
risk.
passing. He had 5 passing touchdowns in 5 games, dude. He didn't look good.
But the
He
point is
didn't look
like,
good. He
how
didn't look
many
good. Russ
quarterbacks?
came in.
How many quarterbacks can you say have a chance of being benched? Unless you think Sam Darnold has zero chance of being benched, then that's a different conversation.
I think his chances of getting benched for conversational purposes is effectively zero. But dude, okay, but Tua could literally get concussed. Sam Darnold could get benched. Aaron Rodgers could re-tear his Achilles. But we're playing like if that happens, this team is cooked. But we have other bullets. But like if we're going for a reasonable outcome, I don't think that's a reasonable outcome for him to be benched and for them to have 4 wins based on the weakness of the West this year. 49ers defense is weaker. Rams dude, we don't know about Stafford, right? So
Well, I think it was like more of a Geno. Like the argument is like Geno's gonna be the starter no matter what through 17 games, and I think they both project similar for fantasy.
Is Arroyo good, by the way?
Arroyo's here.
Cool. We can get Arroyo. He's not ranked on your. You didn't.
I did this a while ago, and also like Arroyo's like he's like I think AJ Barner's gonna play a little more. So like I'm not like huge on Arroyo now. Just like, he's fine, but also like Horton. I think Horton's taking a lot.
He already went.
Yeah, because if Torrey is a thing, then I think that hurts Arroyo. Who Arroyo was someone that could play the X potentially.
I'm also cool with A-Rich, dude. Just because we have a Tank Bixby, you could do a little 1v1 there with Arroyo.
Do you want to do? Okay, so let's do A-Rich just for the fuck of it, right? And then
I would say Arroyo for sure. Just stack them up. Just so we have a Arroyo and Sharps versus Tet week 17.
I'm cool with that. Arroyo, Sam, to okay. So Arroyo.
And now we could just fill out the rest of the room.
We could stop at tight ends, and then like if like AD Mitchell comes back, we could do that.
I love AD Mitchell.
Yeah, man. We could have done a mirror too, but we'll wait. See.
I think Arroyo just looks really good, and before it was like Mason Taylor. Arroyo is like Mason Taylor, rookie tight end with a high ankle sprain, having to work back from that. It's like on a 178 passing yard per game offense. Justin Fields, like I'm interested in Arroyo. I don't care about Mason Taylor.
Yeah, Mason Taylor with a high ankle sprain, just like it's just his outcome is just like less already, right? Like
if he was coming back to like a Patrick Mahomes offense, even Aaron Rodgers offense, you could be excited.
No, it's true. Arroyo is a fun player. I mean, he's someone that if he is a clear tight end or just like earns more as the season goes, he's also like you could throw the deep ball to him. And Sam Darnold, one thing about his game, he is good at throwing the deep ball.
Yeah, he loves hitting the splash zone. Also, Arroyo was listed as the starting tight end, and Mason Taylor was listed behind
Oh, okay. So I missed that. So Arroyo was listed as a starting tight end. That's good.
I think so, unless that was just preliminary and they changed it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna double check.
Yo, what up, Silver? I was gonna say when I saw your name, Silver Lightning, I was.
Oh, sorry. He was. Okay, sorry, my bad. He was listed as. Actually, AJ Barner is listed as the starter. He was listed as the starter when it came to personnel package.
Okay, interesting.
Like it's gonna be him and Barner basically. Is what I mean.
Yeah, they're gonna split, and like I think Barner's a better blocker too. So it's like maybe different packages, but Royal should be
Roy's
up there more for
a
passing.
big wide receiver.
Yeah, but what's up, Silver? Welcome in. Yeah, I saw your name. I was like, yeah, I wonder if that is the Silver Falcon. Interesting. Silver
Oh,
he was
we're
on the
against
stream a few
Silver?
days ago. Yeah. He was on here a few days ago. He's in this lobby, same as Lumsky. A couple sharp people.
Yeah, he's the one who sniped us on a Horton, dude.
I know, man. Horton would have been nice at that turn.
But also, why were we talking shit about AR just to take him? It's because we wanted him to fall to 180 past ADP. Like, why
Yeah,
would
we
we
didn't
hype someone up, bro?
we didn't want you guys to get him. So, and this 3 quarterback could work out. I mean, Tua stays healthy. Dolphins kind of go back to the offense 2 years ago. Sam Darnold's might be the best value quarterback. And then A-Rich, he starts like 8-10 games, and he starts in the playoffs for us.
Yeah. And we could do like Giddens maybe, with him or AD. We could do like Giddens, AD.
Ooh, AD's nice. Yeah, we do Giddens too.
We don't have to. We could do Taj.
What do you think this team needs one more RB and then we'll just do one more receiver?
Yeah, I think 4 through Olave and then Shaheed, Kyle Williams. Like,
Taj. Giddens is there too. Yeah.
I guess
80
like
would
Giddens-
actually feel nice.
Yeah, I guess like Giddens fits like our team stacks more, but like Taj probably just getting a piece of he's facing James Conner week 17. It could be like the Kyron versus James Conner
Yeah.
thing
I
from 2 years ago.
I
So
like
let's go
both
Taj,
a
I guess.
lot. Taj seems like he
Close.
should be going up higher just because like is he a better prospect than DJ? I know DJ went earlier.
No,
So
I
I-
don't-
No, okay.
no, because I remember when I was doing all the prospect stuff, like Giddens was like popping way higher, and Taj was
Okay,
kind of
okay.
like someone like I'm risking mixing him in because like it could have happened. What happened to like Devin Neal? I mean, like it could have been like really bad.
Yeah.
He got lucky. He went to a good situation. Basically, is what happened. Like if Giddens went to the Cowboys, like we would be taking Giddens. Like how high would we be taking Giddens? We would be taking
very high.
RJ Harvey's not that high, but like like Jalen Warren at least probably.
Like Jordan Mason, Aaron Jones, I think, right? Like around that range. That
Yeah.
would, man, if the Cowboys draft anybody but Jaden Blue, like, dude, like, what could
They
have
really-
been?
They really fucked with us, man. But
Right? Like, man, if they could have went anyone else, Dylan Sampson, I think, would have been a fun one too if the Cowboys got instead. Just like,
and
No,
they reached up for Blue. Like
yeah. It's couldn't they took of like, did they have a second rounder? Like, couldn't they took like Henderson or? No, I don't think so. No, actually, never mind. I think Henderson was gone.
I
by
don't-
then.
yeah, I think he was gone. I think the Bears wanted Henderson.
Nice. Yeah, dude. If Henderson would have went to the Bears, do you think he'd be higher ADP now or lower than where he goes?
Higher or lower?
Yeah, like, do you think he would like? Because Henderson's right here, 5.4. If he was on the Bears, like, that would have been interesting, right? Like, in
I
that
don't
role
think
with
he would be.
Ben
I don't
Johnson.
think he would be higher. I could see him going like back to back with Swift though.
Yeah,
Just I don't know. We've seen enough from Swift to like. I think we hold people to such a high standard that like, dude, like Swift is very serviceable, very fine. He's not a Hall of Famer, right? He's just like,
Yeah.
But I mean, Henderson. I don't know if Henderson's a Hall of Famer either. So I think
No.
I could see him going back to back.
for
I
sure.
think Ramondre's just looked so bad last year that's why Henderson is so high. If Ramondre looked good, then you could see Henderson like 8th round, Ramondre like 8th round, like kind of like Najee and Warren, right?
It's also like rookie, like rookie RBs that go early, that catch the ball potentially. Like they go high in drafts. Like 3 years ago, Justin Jefferson was like round 10, 11 click. Like Garrett Wilson, I remember he was like 95, 96 ADP, and he got picked like 8 overall.
Yeah.
Rookies just get pulled up now. Like,
People are smarter, but also like a lot of the later round guys, they just don't hit. And I feel like people are, wish casting in some cases where,
for sure.
you're not going to get the next Puka, bro, unless they're in a McVay offense with Matthew Stafford with a good arm and a good processing. Like what would a 5th round wide receiver? What would Puka look like with like a Justin Fields on the Jets? Like, would he have like 600 yards, bro, at most? Like,
right? Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows? And Kyron and Puka, the same two of the players that were league winners on the same team. It's just we'll never see that again.
never, bro.
Yeah. So this is a team 3-6-7-2. The latest I've ever pushed quarterback, which like I don't love the quarterbacks, but I like it. Like where we could tell ourselves a story where it's enough. You know what I mean?
I love this quarterback room, dude. This quarterback room, like last year, A-Rich was the 55 overall pick. Tua was like people were hyped about him. Sam Darnold was undrafted, but he balled out. Like, dude, come on, squint. You see?
Okay. I see the quarterback that led the league in passing yards 2 years ago. I see a quarterback that was quarterback 9 overall last year. And then I see a quarterback who could rush for 12 touchdowns. So a lot of upside. Let's get it. But you know why it's good? Because we wait on quarterback. I mean, it means our team is stacked. Like Achane, Connor, Jones, Sharp, Tank, Brooks. Like this is a great RB room.
Yeah.
And then the receivers, right? Brian Thomas, Ted Evans, Olave, Shaheed, Kyle, AD Mitchell, good receiver room, and then Hawk and Arroyo.
I love it, man.
I like it too, man. Yeah. At first, I was like,
we didn't want to push it. It's just like if we should have gotten T-Law back at 130 like that. He went early, so
he did go early. Where did he go?
I'm not saying like we have to push all the way, but okay, I'll tell you that I had a room where I started. My first quarterback was Darnold before, so I'm not scared to push it. It's not like you don't go out with that intention, but
of course, and it's not every time. Like, yeah, sometimes like you should push it if the room is giving it to you.
Yeah, but you don't want to like. I mean, like I don't know, like Jordan Love here is fine, but it's not like if Jordan Love is on this team with Dobbs, I don't feel like better about this team. It's like, oh yeah, we went in a different direction. I don't feel like, oh bro, like Jordan Love is just gonna outscore Tua and Darnold, and like he probably will, but like on a week-to-week basis, can we ping pong? Yeah, 30 points from Tua. Tua's thrown for 6 touchdowns in a game. Remember against the Ravens, I think it was.
Yeah, I remember that game. Waddle and Hill both combined for like almost 500 receiving yards. It was fucking nuts. Yeah, that was a crazy game. No, I mean, look, in the quarterback targets, like Tua's, I think, undervalued. I think Sam Darnold's potentially undervalued. A-Rich is like just a fun pick where he's like a lotto ticket where like he might start, might get benched, then start again. Honestly, if we make the playoffs and A-Rich is a starter, that's all we need. Like we just need A-Rich to be a starter for the playoffs. I don't give a fuck what he does in the regular season.
Yeah, plus the advance, it's 3 out of 12, right? So advancing doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but like we don't have to like prioritize like safety and all this stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's so 3 out of 12, then 2 out of 8, 1 out of 6, and then 117 seat final.
Yeah, so 50K is ours, man.
50K is ours, bro. And then we're gonna pour all that money into Battle Royale. Oh no, that next year Battle Royales and Giraffe season.
Yeah.
I like this team. Let me see what's up. What time is it real quick? I think let me look at the Huskies. We've done a lot together. I kind of want to see.
You can compare it to our earlier teams. Sus Boner Zero is a crazy name, bro.
Wait, where's that one? Oh, this one here, Sus Zero Boner. Yeah, I just come by.
The one below it too, Sus Boner Zero.
This was the first, I think, Husky we did. It was me, you, and Sus. Let's see how different times have. Lamar and JJ, Taylor, Walker, Mason, Ford, Sanders, Hunter. Okay, nice. JJ, Worthy, Addison, Ricky. Oh, Ricky steamed up a decent amount from here. Yeah. Kyle, Tillman, Dimey, Hawkins, Mark, and Loveland. It's a good squad right here.
Yeah. Dimey could have been anyone else, but besides that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, right? I mean, yeah, if Dimey Brown's like the player that we don't love, like we did pretty good job. Perfect, man. Yeah, I am gonna have to end this stream. I got some things to do, but Zero, appreciate you coming on. Always it's always fun drafting with you. I love getting your perspective on things. You have a good grip on player takes, football, Is it, plug anything if you want to plug. I know you're incognito, so not much there, but feel free to, leave the chat with like one tidbit.
Give
a breakout prediction.
Breakout?
Yeah, give a breakout prediction.
I mean, honestly, I really think that there's a few, like, you don't want to just follow the market. You don't want to just follow Vegas. Like, if you don't know anything about football, if you like, I don't know. For me, I've been watching football. I've been watching football for like, I guess like almost 30 years. So like,
wow.
For me, like, I don't need to follow the market. If you think you have, some sort of idea, just follow that. There's certain teams that are just going to be like for me, I think it's going to be the Dolphins are just going to surprise people, right? If they stay healthy, they're probably just
in a good way. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like my tidbit is like, you want to buy the offenses that historically have shown you something. If the situation is like at least similar, and don't like chase, like, it's okay to chase like the Burrow and Jamar hype because the situation is the same. But like in general, like, dude, like Packers had a down year in passing. Okay, let's target Jordan Love. Let's target the pass catchers. Tua had a concussion. Let's target Tua. Let's target Olave. Stuff like that. Don't chase the hype. Don't chase up Henderson because he returned the touchdown, because that's what we expected him to do. That's why we take him in the 5th, 6th round. You know what I mean? There's Dameon Pierce returned a touchdown. He goes undrafted. Who cares, right? So that's my tidbit, and good luck out there.
I love that, Zero. That's some good alpha. Appreciate you laying the chat and me know that. Everyone here, appreciate you guys as always. Might come back late tonight to do another draft. We'll see what time. Till next time, you guys have a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys later.